just have to make sure not to push on
Right.
this side because that'll...
Evans Feed Company is proud to serve Central Nebraska's cattle producers with quality feed, mineral, and salt products, and great service, too. Evans Feed has a full line of feed products on hand, bulk grain products, creep feed, and distiller's pellets, too. They have a very complete line of horse, goat, sheep, pig, bird, and chicken feeds, and pet foods galore. Check out Evans Feed. They deliver great products to your farm or ranch. 800-830-2119. Give them a call. That's Evans Feed, locally owned and operated.
Hey there, this is the Iron Man here with you. It's time for you and me to have that New Year heart to heart. I know. I just want to make sure that you've completely considered that New Year's resolution of yours. Exercise more, eat healthier. Come on, you know what you want for New Year's. That's more cash, moolah, money, greenbacks. Why not round up that iron around your house and bring it to me? I'll buy it. Hey, that's a win-win. I love buying iron, and I assume that you like having money. Let's team up this year with a realistic resolution worth keeping. Myers Iron Salvage, open 8 to 5, Monday through Saturday, just west of Broken Bow on Rhino Road.
Online at gkbrokenbow.com, the grocery cart. Delicious certified Angus beef chuck roast is $6.98 a pound. And Hormel boneless country-style pork ribs are $2.78 a pound. Pick up 16-ounce tubs of Daisy sour cream at 2 for $5. And in produce, Washington Bartlett or Anjou pears are $1.98 a pound. Start your day with General Mills cereal like Cheerios, Cocoa Puffs, and more, $2.48 each. Earn 100 points when you buy Banquet pot pies, 98 cents each. Grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
If you're considering a career in broadcasting, KCNI, KBBN Radio, and the Nebraska Broadcasters Association Foundation can help you become part of this exciting field. 3 $2,000 scholarships are available to four-year college and university students who will have completed 30 credits as of May 31st, 2025. Let us help you reach your career goals. For more information, contact KCNI, KBBN Radio, or click ne-va.org. Application deadline is March 1st, 2025.
We see them all the time and take them for granted. The men and women in squad cars and on foot patrol, out there every day, putting their lives on the line to ensure the safety of their fellow citizens. Next time you see a police officer, why not say thank you and give a little lift to someone who does so much for us?
Brought to you by your local auto parts store, CarQuest, on West Highway 2 in Broken Bow, saluting the dedication of our first responders.
Turn it up. This is KCNI.
My spare time and my spare key don't go to your front door, and I don't keep that old Jeep in your driveway anymore. And my toothbrush ain't on your bathroom sink. Haven't been to your side of town in weeks. You're the reason this thing broke, so you should already know. It ain't your place to walk up, say hey, ask how I've been at some party. It ain't your place to ask my friends when you see them out if I'm seeing somebody. You don't get to call me up 'cause you're drunk. 2 a.m. say you miss us. Nah, you don't get to care where I'm waking up these days. It ain't your place.
Test 1, 2. Test. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2.
As I wipe the tears from mama's eyes, you can't lose me. Oh, now that you're alive, I am here and I will. Wherever you go, hey, no matter how far, my love is where you are. Won't be lost if you believe.
Check, check, 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2. Test, test 1, 2. 1, 2. Test, test 1, 2. 1, 2. Test, test 1, 2. Okay. All right. Let's get up here, Corey. It's about time. Is your room back there? Get my crap out of your seat here. I've got one girls bracket and one boys bracket here for both of us to use since we're limited on.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Nice post move, lays it up and in, and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry, handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean. And Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, a really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long 3, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6, and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass. And Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Cash attacks, double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three, hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key, 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it up top. Bay at the buzzer. Wow. Hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed. Out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A 3. Got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce. Gets it into Ryan. Nice post move. Lays it up and in and scores 2.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long 3. She puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it. And looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown. Good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it up top. Bay at the buzzer.
Wow.
Hits the 3. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed. Out to Connell, deep 3. Wow. Hit it. That's a 3 for South Loop.
I have to make sure I set my cruise control when I drive after I watch this event.
Yeah, exactly. Car 204, the Yellow Viper of Ryan Firstenau.
Oh.
Hello to all our viewers out there. Thank you very much for tuning in. You get a look at where we're talking to you from.
You get second, 6 and now 5. Pandorf atop of the key 3. Good! Pandorf at the buzzer. Johnson hammered out towards center. Home, going back. Going back, Home will dive, and did he make the catch? He did! Caden Home, a diving catch across his body to the right.
Ball comes out of there. Who's going to hop on top of it? It's going to be scooped up by Cooksley. Inside the 30, the 20, 15, 10. Can he get there? He can. It's 6 points for Sandhills. Thedford on defense. The scoop and score.
Calderos sends it in the corner to Santos. A three, got it. His third from downtown in the quarter.
With the bounce, gets it into Ryan. Ryan, nice post move, lays it up and in and scores two.
10.2 seconds left. Plays it out to Pandorf, top of the key. Long three, she puts it up, and that's going to go.
And they turn it over, does Hyannis. More could be showtime. Goes up and jams it. What a way to end the half for Mullen.
Finney lost it to Cash Gracie. Cash runs forward, dunks it, and looks over at his fellow students in the student section on the far side and gives a fist pump.
Bounce pass to the elbow to Jackson Henry. Handoff Loy. Loy picked up by Miller. Loy bounces it inside to Henry. He'll put it up and score! And Ansley Litchfield has their first lead of the game.
That's a good-looking car out of Laramie, Wyoming again.
Can't get it to go. Lance Jones the rebound. Throws it ahead to Cash Gracie. He puts it home with one hand on the dunk.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow.
Welcome to another broadcast of high school sports here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. We want to say thanks to all the community-spirited businesses who bring you our coverage. We hope that you'll join us thanking those sponsors by giving them your patronage. Now, let's go live for our coverage of exciting sports action on Central Nebraska Sports Source.
Good evening and welcome to Merna, Nebraska, site of girls MNAC action in the opening round. My name is Jeremy Scheib. I'll be joined in a moment by my broadcast partner, Corey Anderson. We are glad to be here tonight bringing you back-to-back ball games on the left-hand side of the girls MNAC bracket. The first contest is going to pit Sandhills Thedford against Arthur County. They are the 4 and 5 seeds respectively. And then Anselmo-Merna, the top seed and host of these games this evening, will take on Sandhills Valley. Ahead of the Sandhills Thedford and Arthur County matchup, we want to thank the sponsors making it possible for us to be here with you. They include Clang Financial, 4 County Heating and Air, Thrivent Financial, Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery, Sandhills Corral, Consolidated, Western Nebraska Bank, Cow Country Animal Clinic, Ewalt's Grocery, and Ray Custom Haying. Thank you as well to these sponsors you hear on every high school and Huskers broadcast on KCNI KBBN Radio. Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Meade Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, A to Z Lawn Pro, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, and Justin Thompson Agency, Inc. We'll hear from some of those sponsors when we come back. We'll give you a breakdown on how you can watch these evening's games on Sandhills Express's YouTube and Facebook pages. Thanks for choosing KCNI Pure Country, Central Nebraska's sports source.
Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery is proud to help bring you this sports coverage. When you partner with Moonlight, you're choosing the company that offers the highest quality inks as their standard way of printing. Since 1999, Moonlight has partnered with community events, school groups, sports teams, and more to design, print, and sell awesome screen print, embroidery, and vinyl items. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
Excited and pumped up
That's what they are at the Sandhills Corral in Thedford when it comes to supporting the Knights. But no matter what school's colors you're wearing, stop in to see them inside. You'll find the finest hand-cut steaks, delicious hand-patted burgers, and fresh salad bar, prompt service, and reasonable pricing. Make sure you try a delicious drink special, too. Open Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and on Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. until 1 a.m. Go visit the Sandhills Corral in Thedford soon.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Western Nebraska Bank. Bank on us. Your locally owned family bank. Quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture. We're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at westernnebraskabank.com. Western Nebraska Bank. Bank on us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Cow Country Animal Clinic, cheering on the Knights and all of the area student athletes. They invite you to see them in Thedford. Whether you need vet services or supplies for animals that are large, small, or exotic, enjoy the broadcast, brought to you in part by your friends and neighbors at Cow Country Animal Clinic of Thedford. Proud to be your local vet service and supply connection.
Ewald's Grocery is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. Everyone at Ewald's Grocery takes pride in their community, and they appreciate your business. With over 80 years of business, they're honored and privileged to serve the local community. They're big supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights and love every opportunity they get to cheer on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery in Thedford, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Welcome back to Merna, as we have got two games ahead of you this evening on the left-hand side of the MNAC Girls Tournament bracket for 2025. First game is going to have Sandhills Thedford, the 4 seed, taking on the 5 seed Arthur County, and then, as we mentioned earlier, Anselmo-Merna, the top seed and host, taking on the 8 seed Sandhills Valley. We've got a lot of sports coming your direction this week, folks, and much of it is going to be on video, in addition to our radio broadcast between here on KCNI and our sister station KBBN. Now, if you want to access these video streams, all you have to do is go to sandhillsexpress.com/live, and there you will find handy links that will take you directly to either our YouTube page or our Facebook page, both of which you can follow our pages or subscribe to our pages to take in these free broadcasts that we do not only during the basketball season. We do a bunch of wrestling, we do baseball, we do all seasons of sports right there on Sandhills Express YouTube and Facebook. Tonight, those video streams are being brought to you completely free thanks to the wonderful sponsors you are seeing scroll on the bottom right-hand part of your page. Simply put, it is not possible for us to be here with the personnel and equipment to bring this to you without those sponsors. Thank you to the Callaway District Hospital, BD, Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Colligan, Bailey Crop and Pioneer Seed, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Sandhills Custom Creations, Custer Public Power District, Power Solutions, Western Nebraska Bank, Ray Custom Haying, Harsh Mercantile, and Rodocker Trucking. We'll take a break, and when we come back, I'll welcome Corey into the broadcast, and we'll talk a little bit about not only this first broadcast ahead of us, but also all of the MNAC action coming ahead the remainder of this week. You're listening to KCNI Pure Country.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you thanks to sponsorship from Ray Custom Haying of Thedford. Simply put, if it has to do with haying, Ray Custom Haying is the way to go. Call 308-645-7144. They are sponsoring this broadcast as a way to thank their customers by putting the area student athletes on air. Go Knights from Ray Custom Haying of Thedford. Proud Sandhills Thedford Knights supporters. 308-645-7144 for Ray Custom Haying.
Wouldn't you like to feel like you were number one? Nebraska State Bank and Trust would like to make you number one with great rewards like instant issue debit cards, mobile banking and deposit capture, estimates and online banking, and free bill pay. Not to mention a free gift with each new checking account. You're sure to feel like a winner. Head on in to any of their friendly branches in Broken Bow, Callaway, and Myrna and let them make you number one. Nebraska State Bank and Trust Company, member FDIC. When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Don't let ice have you and your customers slipping and sliding about. Pick up commercial strength Thaw Master Ice Melt at Arrow Seed in Broken Bow. Designed with optimal melting speed and performance, Thaw Master is long-lasting and can stand up to the frigid Nebraska temperatures because it melts up to 10 degrees below zero. It's even dyed green for easy application and high visibility. The best part? It's highly effective and affordable. Pick up your 50-pound bag at Arrow Seed in Broken Bow.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Attention Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Myrna as we get ready for the tip between Sandhills, Thedford, and Arthur County. You want to welcome in real quickly Corey Anderson. Corey, looks like we're going to have a game between two teams that are familiar with each other. They've played each other earlier on in this season. I know you had a quick moment to talk with each of the coaches about that matchup earlier this season.
Yeah, a low-scoring game, 28-12, was only 6 apiece at halftime, and Sandhills Thedford able to just find the hoop a little bit more in the second half and pull away. And they certainly won't be taking Arthur County lightly here this evening.
Great. It should be a lot of fun, and we're excited to bring it to you folks. We'll step away one last time. On the other side of this break, we're going to bring you the starting lineups and then the tips. Sandhills, Thedford, and Arthur County, the 4 and 5 seed respectively in the MNAC 2025 Girls Basketball Tournament.
When we unlock the doors and turn on the lights at the grocery cart, we're excited to serve you with a smile and helpfulness that can't be matched. Our staff is happy to help bring you this sports broadcast. It's our mission to offer you great prices in a store that is clean, organized, and convenient. Connect with us online at gkbrokenbow.com or come by and shop 7 days a week from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. East Highway to Broken Bow.
Start
Start the new year off-road with the Polaris sales event. Agland ATV is stocked up with all of the different machines you will need to kick off the new year. Not to mention all of the in-stock accessories they have to help you tackle every job you will face in 2025. Polaris is even offering a coupon this month towards cab components to help keep you warm. Stop in today at Agland ATV for great Polaris deals. Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
Team Physical Therapy, together empowering able movement. The winter season presents us with all kinds of challenges, one of which that is tricky, slippery ice. If you need help recovering from a fall, call us at Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We've served Central Nebraska with personalized and compassionate care for over 50 years, 872-5111. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy can get you moving again. Call 872-5111.
Winter sports apparel and a clearance going on right now at Gear for Sports in Broken Bow. Save 40% off winter apparel items. There are hoodies, sweatpants, stocking hats, gloves, and more. If it's winter apparel, it's simple. It's on sale. Open Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4. The savings in the clothing will make you feel warm inside. At Geared for Sports during the winter clearance on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Getting ready for a first round MNAC conference game, a girls contest here this evening between Sandhills Thedford, the number 4 seed, against number 5 seed Arthur County. Arthur County will go with Ava Wenzel, 5'7" soft. Sage Glenn, she is one of 2 seniors on this Arthur County squad, stands 5'4". Number 11, Kaylee Wilson, starts 5'6" soft, along with Dakota Glenn, 5'6" senior, and Miley Daly to round out the starting 5 for the Wolves. Miley is 5'7" and a sophomore. Candace Vinton, head coach of the Wolves, assisted by a former great player for Arthur County, Georgie Loggy. Got to see Georgie fly her trade just a few years ago, and she's on the bench now helping out head coach Candace Vinton. Sandhills Thedford, the usual starters for the Lady Knights: Cora Martindale, Callan Cox, both sophomore, Carly Hakey, a senior, Lainey Dahlberg, a junior, and Lindsay McIntosh, a soph. For head coach Cale Anderson, assisted by Brittany Bradley. And we are ready to toss the rock in the air and get some MNAC basketball underway. Tap controlled by Dahlberg and the Knights. They work it from right to left here in the first half in the home white jerseys with the green trim. Here's the pass inside tip, but Dahlberg gets it, turns and shoots. No good, tipped out. Last touch by an Arthur County player. The Wolves adorned in black with white numerals and a little bit of blue on the sleeves and around their numerals. Tossed into the baseline. They finally find somebody and beat the 5-second. Now the drive to the hoop, forcing the action that time, was Carly Hakey, the senior. Has done that a few times over her career, Jeremy.
Yeah, she's an aggressive player, and getting her first foul is Kaylee Wilson of Arthur County, our first foul of the game, obviously. We talked about Sandhills Thedford in depth when you and I did their game against Anselmo-Merna pretty recently, as Hakey misses the first. But they've got 5 losses on the season, but 4 of those 5 losses are by a combined 13 points. That blew our mind at the time of that game. They've since lost to Maywood Hayes Center, a very good 15-2 team, by 25 points. But Sandhills Thedford, a very solid team. They've just come out on the wrong end of a couple of close ones for 4 of those losses.
Hakey gets a second to drop 1-0 Knights. Arthur County on their first possession. The pass slipped through the hands of a Sandhills Thedford player, but the Wolves able to secure it now, rework the offense, and now trying to drive and losing on the dribble. Miley Daly had it swiped away. The Knights try for a slip-in pass inside to Cox, but it's knocked away. And, of course, when you played a team before, then you kind of know their tendencies, and that has to help.
Yeah, certainly does. And the Wolves did a really good job getting back on defense despite the turnover that time.
Tossed on front to Dahlberg. The junior takes it into paint, but dishes out beyond the perimeter. Martindale works it on the dribble to right of the lane, kicks beyond the arc to Cox, drives to the baseline, but pulled up, took an extra step, and credit the D of Sage Glenn that time for maybe partially causing that.
Certainly. Sometimes all you got to do is just be there in the right spot and wait for the offensive player to maybe make a mistake, and that was the case there.
Ava Wenzel drove the left to the elbow, kicked in the corner. Now Glenn returns on top. Kaylee Wilson dribbles to her left, high left, and now on top between the circles, Dakota Glenn going to dribble around. The Knights opening in their person-to-person defense. As Glenn goes to the corner, she is reached in on by Dahlberg, her first.
Hey, they got McIntosh on that one, actually, Corey.
Instead, actually. You got to read the numbers backwards because they're facing the other way, of course.
Yeah, there you go, yeah.
That's the key. It's the scoring table across the way from our excellent high-perched location, taking in the lane and lifting up that back foot after she ceased the dribble was Glenn and gets called for the infraction.
Well, all players at this point, conference tournament time, know that their coaches are going to want the very best out of them. They're deep enough in the season. The fundamental things and the turnovers should be at a minimum. You want good, solid offense as Sandhills Thedford misses a three.
Yep, Hakey missed a three, came out. Cox had it initially, and then coming out to tie up the ball was Dakota Glenn, and the possession goes to Arthur County.
Both teams just kind of trying to feel out the gym a little bit. It kind of feels that way. We've got one singular point on the board between these teams.
Nice bounce pass. Turnaround shot is off the glass and missed by Daly's. Rebound, and those Knights like to run down in a hurry, but Arthur County got their D in place. Now out to Dahlberg. She won't turn down a three, but it just grazes the rim. Fight for the rebound, loose. And McIntosh saves it out in the corner. They're working around to Dahlberg. Head fake in the lane. Floater from 8, no good. And Wenzel secures the rebound. She averages about 8 of those per contest. She is Arthur County's leading scorer at 10 per game.
Yeah, leading assist player as well.
Yeah, she's a triple threat, as they say. And now out front, traveling is called. I think they called that on Glenn trying to get the pass on top to Daly that time.
Couple of turnovers for both of these teams. Sandhills Thedford had their best looks at baskets the last time out. We'll see what they draw up in the half court here.
Right side to Cox. Now they're going back to the left side corner to McIntosh. Flipped on top, run around by Cox, hands it off to Martindale. Entry in against Arthur County's what looks to be a 2-3. Now the nice runner using the backboard nicely is Carly Hakey.
She's got all 3 points for the Knights and all 3 points in the game.
3-0, 5:20 to go in the first. Now a turnover, and the drive out layup from the left side is up and in by Hakey.
Nice hands defensively, just poked it out of there without making any contact.
Right side, ball poked away. This will stay with Arthur County, and that was Cox doing the poking away of the ball as we got our first sub in the game. Glenn leaves the lineup, and Ryan Eilers, 5'6" junior, sees her first action for Arthur County. On top, she touches the ball, hands it out to Wenzel. Big bounce pass, turnaround from 10, and blocked by Dahlberg, taken by Dahlberg. Outlets it to Hakey, running in from the right side, puts it up no good, and it's cleared by Daly.
Great defense down on the run out by Ava Wenzel.
Good pass over to the left side, now handling, working it up and down is Wilson. Wilson tosses off, now the pass by Sage Glenn is intercepted. Dahlberg to the hoop, scores it.
Well, these Knights, they like to get in that open floor, don't they? Whether it's them sells off of a steal or throwing it up ahead to a teammate.
And they go for any loose pass at all, including that one. McIntosh up, getting in front of who it was intended for, and they actually whistle a foul, I believe.
Yep.
They gave McIntosh a foul. Got some body contact, says the official.
Yep, that's her second.
Inside Eilers, good quickness there. Put it up and maybe rushed the shot just a titch that time. No good. Knights cleared, come down court. Pull up Jay from 13's up and good. Ace through by Hakey, and boy, she's on a heater to start this one.
She is. She's got 7 of the 9 Knights points.
9-zip halfway through the first period. Handling the ball, Kaylee Wilson for Arthur County. Moves to the free throw circle. Now dishes back right side. She's got Daly. Daly lobs in for Wenzel. And they double team her, and she goes up strong anyway and draws the foul. And that's what Arthur County has to do to have success. They've got to establish Wenzel inside.
Yeah, and certainly they know that their opponent planned for that because she leads in points per game, rebounds per game, assists per game. But you also know that that's the person you got to get going offensively, and maybe the free throw line could be the place, but she does miss the first.
Didn't get that one. I guess they gave the foul to Hakey, looks like.
Correct, her first.
Yep. And we've got Whitley Rasmussen in the game for the Knights. Wenzel misses badly off the backboard. No iron on her second attempt. So Arthur County still seeing that goose egg on the board, which you don't want to see this far into the contest for sure. Nice pass, drawing the D and finding the open person, Callan Cox, inside to make him pay. And that pushes the count to 11-0. Number 11 for Arthur County's Kaylee Wilson has the ball, hands it off. Here's the drive. Sage Glenn in traffic, bounces off, and we've got a tie ball. Player from each team getting their hands on the ball at the same time. This possession is going over to Sandhills Thedford.
Well, that pass was there. It was just a little bit off and led the player to the floor. Otherwise, that would have resulted in 2 pretty easily.
Knights working it around the perimeter, and Hakey takes the 3 and misses it. Doesn't get the iron, out of bounds to Arthur County that time.
Well, big 3 minutes upcoming here for Arthur County. Want to close the quarter pretty much the opposite of the way that you opened the quarter, down 11-0.
Well, Eilers had a good idea, but Dahlberg right perfectly stepped in front of who the pass was intended for, picks it off, and she can run the court. You know, she's fairly tall, but she's got that ability to be able to run in the open court, and she draws the foul going to the rim and gets to the line.
First foul on Eilers. Second team foul here in the quarter. You know, Coach Anderson has got what a lot of coaches would envy, and he's got a team that he doesn't really have to beg to play hard defense or give rebounding effort. This is a very good team that likes to rebound and play hard defense as Dahlberg goes 1 of 2. And I know all coaches would love to not have to worry about begging their players to go out there and box out and give effort rebounding.
Dahlberg able to nail the second free throw, 12-0. They meet him at half court, and Eilers is bumped as she tries to get around Martindale, but they call a moving screen on Arthur County. Give it to Dakota Glenn. Well, she was trying to do the right thing, but sometimes you just can't get in position and get set in time. And now Sandhills Thedford called for the roll of the hands. Traveling is issued.
Yep, Rasmussen had a double team in front of her, tried to split it, but the double team was so tight that she ended up shuffling those feet a little bit.
Ryan Eilers will clear the dividing line here on Anselmo-Merna's home court. They'll be next against Sandhills Valley. Ball taken in the lane. Strong attempt there, but a little body contact. Didn't call anything, but they did say it was off of Sandhills Thedford. As Daly had a shot that time. Arthur County will toss it in underneath the basket. Wenzel into Daly. Makes a little fake, goes into the lane, dishes out left of the lane, and falling to the floor was Sita Burish, and she gets tied up. This tie-up goes to Arthur County. It's tossed into Burish. Off to the left. Wenzel pulls up from 15. It clanks off. No good. The rebound. Daly puts it up. No good. And then getting to it, Burish bracketed and tries to go up. Dahlberg tips it and comes down with it. And now the pass down court. Eilers read it well and got in front, tipped it out. Good hustle by Eilers to make sure the pass did not reach the target.
Well, already here early, Arthur County showing they want to go down inside, but the problem is Dahlberg has something to say about that. She's already notched herself a couple of really good blocks, doing a good job getting that arm straight up in the air, tipping that ball outside of the hands of her opponent.
Haley Dimmitt comes in for the Knights, replacing Martindale as they enter it in, work it around. Eilers went for a steal, didn't get it, but got shoulder to shoulder into Carly Hakey. So she'll pick up her second.
Yep, number 2. She joins a couple of other teammates who also have 1 foul each.
And that's a 14 foul. Next one will put Sandhills Thedford in the bonus for the quarter with a minute 45. Inside to Dahlberg, turns, and those 2 players fronting her weren't a challenge to her. She skied above them and no problem putting that one down from short range. 14-0. Arthur County right side, pull up 15-footer in by number 15. Miley Daly and Arthur County finally on the board. 14-2. Dimmitt has it right side. Flips it up in between the circles. Hakey around left side. Bobbled by Rasmussen a bit, but she wasn't threatened. Dished off. Now they go to the right wing. Well, penetration, back out. 3-pointers taken by Dahlberg. No good. Cleared by Arthur County. Here come the Wolves, clearing the line, dribbling to her left. Almost traveling, Mike got away with it, but now a pass goes astray, intercepted by the Knights. With 48 seconds in the quarter, back out, open 3 for Rasmussen. Doesn't hesitate, puts it up no good, and Wenzel collects the rebound and looks ahead.
Arthur County winning the rebounding total. It's causing less second chance opportunities for Sandhills Thedford despite the Knights' lead.
Eilers hands it off to Daly, set a little screen, pushed on the wing, back in, it goes to Daly, sets and shoots from 6, no good, but plucked out by Wenzel, back beyond the perimeter. Eilers shoots it up, grazes the iron, Dahlberg grabs it with 16. Ahead it goes. Penetration by Hakey, back out. Now Dahlberg in the lane, May got away with a little push off there, but she drew the foul. Sometimes you can get away with this. You don't extend your arm that much, and you can get a little space there by pushing into the midsection, and she used that to great effect, give herself room, and then get fouled.
You know, when I was learning to play basketball, Corey, we learned putting that opposite arm up in the air. You don't see too many players dribbling that way, but we learned how to dribble with an arm bar out there.
Yep.
And as long as you didn't extend it too much, you have every right to that arm extended space as you wanted to have that right to it. And I don't see as many players getting that off arm up there to give themselves that dribbling space, and it's kind of what Dahlberg was doing there. As Glenn picked up her second foul, the second Wolf to do so, by the way.
Well, she missed them both, but an offensive putback. The first one won't go, but it came right back to Whitley Rasmussen. Gets the second one up and in. With just a few seconds left, Arthur County up court. Runs out of time before Wenzel can launch it. And at the end of one, the Sandhills Thedford Knights lead this first round MNAC game over the Arthur County Wolves 16-2. We'll be back on Pure Country, KC&I.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
This broadcast is brought to you by Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow, where we deliver caring and comprehensive health care right here, close to home. The specialty clinic brings our residents access to the area's most experienced physicians in cardiology, general surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, orthopedics, and more. Partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
Corey Anderson, Jeremy Scheip with you tonight from Anselmo-Merna High School in Merna. The nice black and red logo there in the center court.
Recently renovated. That's a brand new logo down there on the court.
Is it a meaner coyote?
I wouldn't say that. They've had the logo for a bit, but I haven't met a coyote that I want to run across, to be honest, so we'll call it that.
Starts the second period. Sandhills Thedford gets possession. Hakey cast up a 3 and doesn't get it. Arthur County comes the other way. Kaylee Wilson, who sat the last few minutes first period, needs help. Closely guarded, and finally, that was a long 5 seconds, but finally got the whistle there. Excellent defense. Was that Martindale guarding her?
That was Cox.
Cox, great job there for her.
Yeah, it seemed like a really long 5 seconds. Not often you get a 5-second call, but I think even more so than the 10-second call, that's what every defender can hang their hat on, getting a 5-second call.
So, Sandhills Thedford lobs inside. Dahlberg had a good look, couldn't connect. Maybe just a little too far underneath the basket that time. Here comes Wenzel for Arthur County. 16-2, Sandhills Thedford we're into the second period. Now tie ball as Wenzel kind of stuck the ball out there, and that's something you're taught not to do, really, especially in the paint. But Arthur County keeps it. Lob comes in to Glenn, Sage Glenn, now right side. Open look at a shot. Too strong off the window. And clearing it, bringing it down herself, sophomore Callan Cox. In the corner, back to Cox, flips it up top, over to the right. Martindale, now they work it around left to Cox. Couple of dribbles to McIntosh. The Knights working the perimeter of this Arthur County D, and the long one goes up by Cox, no good. Rebound taken by Sittabush, and Hakey, I believe, is going to get the call here. Yep, her second.
Got her second. That's tough. She didn't really have the position to have an opportunity at that one, but left it short. Thought she knew exactly where it was going, but Wolves had the better shot at it.
Wenzel clears, goes right side. Nice quick pass inside, going up though and getting it blocked was Daly. And here come the Knights, knifing through the defense. Great job by number 5 there, Carly Hakey. 18-2. And now players go crashing to the floor as the ball is knocked out. Last touch by the Knights.
Good hard screens being set out here in this ball game so far.
Lost in, and now a pass headed inside, deflected off of. Was that Millison deflected that, or McIntosh? One of the two. I don't think we've seen Millison yet.
Nope.
She played a lot a couple weeks ago when we did the games up in Dunning. They're allowing Arthur County player to tie her shoelaces. Now the toss in at the foul line is Wilson. Wilson to Daly. On top, Wilson looks left, and now here comes a steal. Martindale anticipates well, goes to the rack, puts it up, no good. Follows up and good. Give it to Lindsay McIntosh.
Nice crash of the board. Nice job running the floor, not assuming that it was going to be a made layup on the other end by her teammate.
It is now 20-2, biggest lead for the Lady Knights with 5.5 to go. In the first half, here's a long one put up by Daly. No good, tapped underneath, shot up, no good, but there was a push from behind on the shot.
I think Hakey might have just picked up her third. She did.
Yes.
Got caught in a rough position because she was the only one that was going to have a chance at defending Glenn on that putback attempt, and just kind of got caught putting her arm across her arm as she went up with the shot.
First free throw is knifed through by Sage Glenn.
So this is an opportunity for Arthur County. Leading scorer for your opponent has to find the bench with 3 fouls here early in the second quarter. Time to try to take advantage of that as Glenn hits the second, because Carly Hakey has 9 points and she's sitting on the bench now. So opportunity here.
20-4, Sandhills Thedford without Hakey. Looks around left. Good open look by Dimmitt. Crashes off. Going after it. Unable to save it was McIntosh. And will come the Arthur County way to our right of our broadcast location, as Arthur County is going to make a couple of subs. Ryan Eilers played well. Comes on the floor.
Up here where we're at, it feels like if you tripped, you would fall right on that logo right there in the middle of the gym, doesn't it?
Yeah,
we're up here.
Pretty much. And opportunities to bang your head abound as well, as Jeremy found out when he stood for the anthem.
Yep, did find that out.
Turnover on the Wolves trying to get the ball down low. It's stolen. And up court come the Knights. Callan Cox had the steal, brings it up, and now here's a nice runner in the lane, Cora Martindale.
Wow, that was a nice jab step to start it. Cut right through the defense and going left to right, just teardropped it over the top of the rim.
He's been watching some WNBA, I think, and now steps in front. A steal by Martindale. Now she's going to send it over to Cox. Cox pass at front of the 2-3. Good ball movement. They've obviously seen this zone a lot. Here's the trailer going up and drawing it. They move the ball so quickly, and that's the way to beat a zone there. Get them flowing. You'll always find an open gap if you can move the ball quickly.
Yeah, I think that pass from Dahlberg to her teammate McIntosh was maybe the longest I've seen any player for the Knights hold it tonight. And boy, can you tell that the Wolves don't want to give anything up to Dahlberg? There was a triple team there for a few seconds, and then the quadruple team was coming, and Dahlberg was still able to pass out of that and give McIntosh an opportunity.
First free throw is through, and the next one arched up, and also same result. No iron needed, just the net there as McIntosh will leave. Now 4:10 to go in this opening half. MNAC first round game between Sandhills, Thedford, and Arthur County. We've got the top seed, Anselmo-Merna, taking the floor after this one against Sandhills Valley. Ball fake into the lane, a kick out pass to Dakota Glenn. Now left side shot from 18, hits and drops for Sage Glenn. Long two-pointer that time. 24-6. Left elbow, little dribble for Cox. Now in the lane, Dahlberg hits it from 12.
She's got 7 points.
26-6. Nice movement in the lane. The runner is up. And they say it hit the top part of the backboard, evidently was the ruling to give it over to the Knights.
Yep, just popped onto that little support right next to that shot clock up there.
Knights trying to increase their 20-point lead. Dimmitt's pass got away, saved in, but saved to Arthur County as Wenzel will bring it to the wing on the left. Underneath spots Eilers. Eilers with an open look, can't get it to drop, and it falls into the hands of Dahlberg. She will bring it up, pick it up at the volleyball line, and then throw it past her teammate who thought she was going to throw ahead, but she kept it pretty much on a line with where she was at, right into the bench area. We have a timeout. What do we got? We got a full timeout. We'll be back with more MNAC basketball here on Pure Country 1280 KCNI.
Student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work, and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pros Fertilizer Program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by 4 County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. 4 County Heating and Air in Broken Bow. That number is 308-872-2258. Back to action here in Merna. Ball slapped away from Eilers. Another steal for the Knights inside, and getting the ball knocked out of her hands was Whitley Rasmussen, but it will remain in possession of Sandhills Thedford, which leads 26-6, 2:36 left in the half. Tossed in Dahlberg, goes in the lane, a little runner, banked up and in.
Wow. When those kinds of shots are falling, I mean, Arthur County, I mean, all you can do, you can't really defend that any better than it was.
Wenzel goes into traffic the other way and loses it, trying to put up the shot right into Dahlberg. And now here's a scooper up from the left of the hoop. Almost went for Cox, but not quite. Arthur County pulls it down and brings it into the forecourt. Now Wenzel bothered by Cox. The pass is stolen. Here's Cox to the hoop. Another scoop with the left hand off the glass, no good. And then on the scramble to get to the ball, we have players of both teams trying to gain possession, and the thumbs up means it's going to belong to Sandhills Thedford. Looking in is Cox. Corner it comes to Martindale. Martindale on top. Rasmussen underneath to Dahlberg. Misses. And then on the follow, we have a foul. Looks like that is going to go against
Dakota Glenn.
Dakota Glenn.
Her third. That was a good job. Shot went up initially by Dahlberg, didn't go. McIntosh, as we've seen her do several times, continues to crash the board. Works really well. Rasmussen works really well on that opposite block when she's in across from Dahlberg.
She misses both foul attempts. And Eilers scoots the ball up court, gets it ahead to Daly, and then Daly just kind of stumbled that time. It's like there was something on the floor to cause her to trip a little bit. Took an extra step over to the Knights.
I myself have a lot of experience tripping over lines painted on basketball courts.
Yeah.
Don't ask me how I know that, but it just happens sometimes.
It's a mental thing. All right, out front we got Wenzel. Good D and reaching in, tying up the ball on Tyla Held, the freshman that checked in a moment ago, and that gives the ball over to Arthur County. As the Wolves insert Sita Burish in the game. She played some in the first period too, and now a palming violation. The rarest of violations, I think, in this sport.
Yeah, you don't see it too much.
Not much at all.
The only argument I would say is maybe 3 seconds, called maybe more rare than palming, but they're close.
Yeah. Now, of course, you don't have any experience of calling games without a three-point line, and of course I'll date myself, but I called some games before that three-point line as Sandhills Thedford turns it over. There used to be a lot more lane violations before the three-point line was put into effect. You can imagine it was more of an inside game. Here's the runner from the baseline. Good shot, but it just took off on the release by Eilers that time. Sandhills Thedford getting a little sloppy as they run it up court, and the pass goes astray. Just 1 minute remains here in the first half. And checking back on the floor, Kaylee Wilson, 5'6" soft. For Arthur County and Eilers, it's a seat. Arthur County going right side. Wenzel has it. They slap at her. She's able to get a wraparound pass. Daly backing in, using that body against her defender put it up. Got a pretty good look there. Just couldn't finish. Knights across, feed it inside, and now sent to the floor. Getting tripped that time was Shaylee Millison.
Yeah, they're going to get Ava Wenzel on this. That's just her first. Well, since the point that we mentioned that Carly Hickey was going to the bench, the Wolves have only allowed 2 points to be scored since that point. The problem is they haven't scored any points of their own.
Yeah, you really have to score some to keep up with this team, or at least stay in striking distance. As Martindale put it up, no good. Now Arthur County trying to get ahead of the Lady Knights, and the long pass is tipped out off of Sandhills Thedford. Ava Wenzel is going to get the toss-in duties. She finds Burish. Now back to Wenzel for a 3 attempt. No good, but Daly there puts it up, no good. Got it back, put it up, no good, but is fouled on her second put-back attempt and will go to the line.
I think they got held. Yep, they got Tyler Held on that one, her first. Only 3 players own 6 different fouls for Sandhills Thedford. Unfortunately, half of those belong to Carly Hickey, which is the reason we haven't seen her for basically this entire second quarter.
Miley Daly, first one, no good. She'll get another attempt here with just 15.7 ticks remaining. This one off to the right, no good. Cleared by Millicent, off to Cox. 9, 8, 7. Cox wheels around and taken away by Wenzel. 4, 3. Wenzel to the hoop, puts it up with 2. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound to Millicent, and the first half comes to a close. Our halftime score: Sandhills Thedford Knights 28, Arthur County Wolves 6 in this first round MNAC game from Merna. Jeremy and I will take a break here from some of our sponsors and be back to run down the scoring after this on KCNI Pure Country.
With offices in Broken Bow and Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Leon and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
It's a new year, and the friendly staff at Gateway Motors would love to help you get going during the Start Something New sales event happening this month. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Their staff is excited to show you why there's never been a better opportunity to drive home the car, SUV, or truck that you've always wanted. Whether you're seeking luxury, performance, or pure capability, Gateway Motors has the vehicle to match your needs. Stop in so you can start the new year in a beautiful set of wheels.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
The team at Taylor Heating and Cooling are big fans of our area student athletes and are proud to help bring you their accomplishments on the radio. Just like these bright students keep a cool head in the heat of competition, Taylor Heating and Cooling is ready to help keep you cool with their services. If the season calls for heat, they're ready with repair and new install expertise there as well. Financing is available because sweating or shivering in your home needs fixed now, not later. Call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196 or visit TaylorHeatingandCoolingBB.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. That's because the future can be unpredictable. But no matter what's in the forecast, we'll help you feel protected so you can enjoy the dreams you've worked hard for with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Visit Justin Thompson Agency or call 308-872-5252. This broadcast is brought to you in part by Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery. Have you seen all those awesome t-shirts when you attend state competition? There's a good chance Moonlight has printed what you're seeing. They love partnering with local schools to put your athletic and extracurricular achievements on apparel for fans. Ask them about screen printing, embroidery, and more promotional products. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
Excited and pumped up. That's what they are at the Sandhills Corral in Thedford when it comes to supporting the Knights. But no matter what school's colors you're wearing, stop in to see them inside. You'll find the finest hand-cut steaks, delicious hand-patted burgers, and fresh salad bar, prompt service, and reasonable pricing. Make sure you try a delicious drink special, too. Open Monday to Thursday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and on Fridays and Saturdays from 11 a.m. until 1 a.m. Go visit the Sandhills Corral in Thedford soon.
Back in Myrna, you know, your friends at Clang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as any retirement planning needs you may have. Reach them at 308-872-6810. Clang Financial, downtown Broken Bow at 940 South D Street. Jeremy has the first half scoring.
All right, we'll first look at the visitors on the scoreboard, and that would be Arthur County. Only 6 points there in that first half, and 4 of them came in the second quarter, all from Sage Glenn. Went 2 for 2 at the free throw line, knocked home 1 shot from the field for her 4 points. Other 2 points were put in by Miley Daly, 2 points there in the first quarter. Ava Wenzel got to the free throw line a couple of times in the first quarter, but was unable to convert to pick up some points there in the first half. For Sandhills Thedford, 6 different scores in the first half, a pair of leading scores. Carly Hakey had 9 points. All but 2 of those came in the first quarter before she had to exit due to foul trouble. Lainey Dahlberg, some dominance down inside for her 9 points. 4 points put in by Lindsay McIntosh, and then 2 apiece by Whitley Rasmussen, Callan Cox, and Cora Martindale to round out the scoring for Sandhills Thedford. Taking a look at the other statistics, pretty even in the rebounding category. Arthur County actually winning that battle 14-13 by my mark unofficially. Turnover-wise, 14 for Arthur County, 10 for Sandhills Thedford. Both teams wanting to work on the free throws a little bit in the second half, as Arthur County is 2 for 6 and Sandhills Thedford shooting 40% at 4 of 10. So again, here at the half, it's Sandhills Thedford 28, Arthur County 6. Your leading scorers, Sage Glenn for Arthur County with 4. For Sandhills Thedford, it's Carly Hakey and Lainey Dahlberg with 9 apiece.
Yeah, looking forward to the second half of this one. And, of course, the winner advances into the semifinals, which we get to cover for you this Thursday. And head down to the community college in North Platte, which, interestingly enough, they're the Knights.
Yeah,
down there. So Sandhills Thedford would feel right at home for sure. They're able to close this one out. And, of course, the winner of this gets the winner of the game to follow between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Valley. Sandhills Valley having a rough season, haven't notched a win as yet, but I was looking at their scores earlier today, Jeremy. Noticed that several of the games they've played tough. They've been in a lot of games, just haven't been able to get over the hump. And, of course, we know all about AM and McKenna Miller and Rhiannon Myers and Lily Thornton, and they got 3 of the better players in the MNAC with that threesome.
Yeah, should be fun to see what all of these teams in the MNAC do going forward in this bracket. Of course, we've got games on our sister station, KBBN Radio, this evening. Brent and Larry are out there in Mullen bringing you those games, and they reported back to us that in the 3 and 6 seed matchup between Brady and Twin Loop, it's Brady leading the Wolves of Twin Loop 22-17. So that's a pretty close one at the half, closer than our game here on KCNI. And then later on this evening, if you're wanting to find out how Mullen and South Loop match up, that 2 and 7 seed matchup, they're going to have on KBBN later on this evening. So 4 games between 2 radio stations as well as the video stream here tonight. And looking ahead to tomorrow, because we've got Southwest Conference girls basketball going on right here on KCNI, we'll have games for you on radio and video from Arnold High School. First game is going to be Twin Loop and Mullen in the boys bracket, followed by the 2-seed South Loop and the 7-seeded Arthur County Wolves. So we've got lots of games coming your direction. Not out of the realm of possibility that we flirt with that number 20 mark this week between Southwest Conference and MNAC basketball on both of our radio stations and video streams. Of course, if you want to check out all of these brackets that we are referring to and where you can watch and or listen to all of these games, make sure you check out the sports tab of sandhillsexpress.com before and after each of the rounds of games so that you know where we're going to be and where you can be cheering on from home. Of course, all of these teams would prefer to see you in person because there's nothing quite like a high school basketball situation inside of one of these home floors. So should be a good remainder of the week, and as we get ready for the second half, we'll take another quick commercial break, and Corey will have that second half for you between the Knights and the Wolves after this on KCNI AM and FM.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Western Nebraska Bank. Bank on us. Your locally owned family bank. Quick decisions, friendly and trusted. Our roots run deep in agriculture. We're your bank, modern and flexible. Learn more at westernnebraskabank.com. Western Nebraska Bank. Bank on us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Second half between the Sandhills Thedford Lady Knights and Arthur County Lady Wolves. And Sandhills Thedford with a 22-point advantage. They'll have the goal on our right here in this half. Oh, good back cut inside. And the pass was perfect to Hakey, but really good defense that time by Arthur County rushing in to bother the shot. And Arthur County, their first try at it. Working the goal to our left. Daly goes in, puts it past Dahlberg. No good. Halfway down and out. Dahlberg gets the rebound. They head to Hakey, who throws in the corner. Hakey ought to be well rested. Is sitting most of the second period with 3 fouls. Now Cox puts it up from 8. No good. And after the rebound, Dahlberg and Glenn, Sage Glenn, were going after it. And they called a foul on Glenn.
Her first. Only player that we've seen in the game this evening that has not. Oh, excuse me. That's an incorrect statement. I'll just quit.
Okay.
I'll just stop it right there.
Save it for later, maybe?
Yeah, well, yeah, maybe later.
Dahlberg steps to the stripe and a little bit short on the first attempt. Laney sends the second one up. Had a good spin, but it was short as well. And the rebound comes to Dakota Glenn. And quickly in the front court to Wenzel. Wenzel takes it to the right elbow, dishes out to Dakota Glenn. Wheels around, finds Wenzel on the wing. Cox up in her midsection, and now here's the shot in the lane. No good by Daly, and up court come the Knights. And their home unis here to start the MNAC tournament. Cox, well defended, can't find anyone down low. They go in the corner, and then they find Dahlberg sitting inside, and all she has to do is extend the arms after she catches it, put it up over the rim and in.
Laney is so good at getting position, and she just asserted herself down there that time.
30-6, and now a steal by Hakey. Hakey spins around, pulls up from 6, and nails it.
First player in double digits for either team. Laney Dahlberg beat her to it with that first hit moments ago. They've both got 11.
32-6, 6:10 to go. Arthur County down low to Wenzel. Missed, follows it up, can't get it to go. And now the rebound pulled down by McIntosh, who starts the second half. Work it around the corner, lob in for McIntosh, and it's tipped away. Arthur County player.
I could tell on that last miss, Ava Wenzel frustrated. You know, she got a really good look at it, just didn't bounce the way she wanted to off of the rim. She's the leading scorer for this Wolves team, but due to the defense of the Knights and just the ball not bouncing her way, it's been a rough one for her.
Dahlberg into Martindale had a good look, but did not drop for her off the glass. Wolves the other way. Here's Daly pulling up, nearly traveled, got rid of it to Sidaburish. Back out, long one taken by Wenzel. Air ball out of bounds, and Arthur County can't save it. And that may be part of the frustration, too, for Wenzel. You know, if you can find something or give herself some juice by hitting a three, but she wasn't even able to get the iron on that. And the frustration, you know, when you can't get anything going in the inside, you're hoping to find the basket from the perimeter, and that didn't work either. Now Dahlberg the other way. Gets a friendly rim as she put it up from about 12, and it dances a couple times and drops for her.
Yeah, and just as we're talking about the rim not being friendly for Wenzel, it feels like anything Lainey Dahlberg throws up here in this game is going to go in.
Run around by Sage Glenn. On top, Daly has it, gets a little bit of a screen there. Working it left side, and here's a pull up by Sage Glenn. No good. Out of bounds to Sandhills Thedford. We got those the AM girls, or is that? We got one of the teams sitting over there behind the Arthur County bench.
That's Sandhills Valley over there.
Sandhills Valley, okay. Inside to Dahlberg, and rolls around and drops for. You get the feeling that she could get that. She could really up her score count if they keep finding her. Of course, at a certain point, you're going to probably pull your starters. Ball inside. We got a foul whistled.
And it looks like that one's going to go on Dahlberg, her first.
So 4:20 to go in the third. Stepping up for Arthur County and using the backboard on her free throws. Sidaburish, 5'11", sophomore. Got Hakey back on the floor for Sandhills Thedford. Second free throw, no good, but an offensive rebound by the shooter Burish. Dishes out for Wenzel, drives the baseline, cut off. She'll return it behind the arc. Backing in Daly, turns and flips it up from 12, no good. Tip, loose, out of bounds, and official points in the direction of Sandhills Thedford.
Good possession for the Wolves there. They got that free throw make, but had a couple of really good looks to try to score from the field as well. But again, kind of the same story. They just won't bounce on the rim the right way.
36-7 in the front court for the Knights. Hakey. They called her for traveling, evidently, as she got it to Cox.
Yeah, kind of a miscommunication there. Cox came to set a screen, and I think Hakey thought it was going to be a handoff and caused her to chop her feet.
Here's Daly working right of the lane, but it's stripped away. Cox passes to Hakey, had to run after it hard and ended up having to save it in, and then Sandhills Thedford never able to get control in the corner right by their bench and lost out of bounds.
And you got to be careful over there. It's a brick wall I've seen over the years. Many a player go flying into that wall. They just kind of had to let up at the end.
Wenzel turn around from 10, it won't go. Going after it is Burish, keeps it in play, but and they're going to call a foul on Arthur County, and that one's going to be given to Sage Glenn. It's her second. We haven't had a team reach the bonus yet in this one.
No, despite a good amount of fouls, really.
Spread them out well between quarters and between players as the Knights turn it over. Arthur County, Wenzel's pass cross court from left to right goes through the wickets of Burrish that time, out of bounds. Got Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Valley next. Coming in for Arthur County, Dakota Glenn, 5'6" senior. And a new player, Jolie Birish, 5'11" freshman. Grabbing the ball, looking in is Cox. So Arthur County has decided to try a little backcourt pressure, but no problem for the Lady Knights to clear in the front court. Now the pass on top, stolen away, driving in with the shot. No good by Sage Glenn. Battle for the loose ball produces a tie ball. And this time it's going to stay with Arthur County as the Knights bring Haley Dimmitt coming in for Cox. Ball's handed to Eilers, checked in a moment ago. Gets it into Sage Glenn, back to Eilers. She'll bombs away from three, no good, air ball, and it was just sitting there. And then player from each team finally corral it. You know, that was one of those frozen in time moments there, Jeremy.
It really was. I kind of thought I was in the Matrix or something. Nobody was going after the basketball, but jump ball's the result.
Some pressure by Arthur County, and of course at this point they know overcoming this deficit's probably not likely, but you can work on some things, and I'm sure both coaches look at it this way from this point on. Here is the runner by Martindale, no good. Battle for the ball, and falling down and saving it, Dimmitt, a great job. She fell down, was able just to get her hand on it and shove it out to a teammate. Now Dahlberg gets it right of the lane, puts it up. It is no good. And saved in. Dahlberg falling down. They're going to say that she was kind of shoved into the Arthur County player.
That's going to go against Sage Glenn, her third. Only other player with three is Dakota Glenn.
So 2:09 to go. It'll be tossed in by the Lady Knights. Dahlberg catches. Beautiful move into the lane, just a quick move, but can't get it the shot to fall that time, and out of bounds to Arthur County. Eilers going to bring it up. Hops across the line, reverses dribble, comes to her left, shoves off to teammate, and now the ball inside, jostled away, and coming away with it, Dahlberg. Dahlberg heads straight for the hoop and goes up and draws the foul.
I don't think there was a foul. She was just blocked.
You're right. You're right. No foul. Just a clean block of the ball there by Jolie Burish.
I think Ryan Eilers.
Was it Eilers that time? Okay.
And I'll give her credit because she looked so happy. Otherwise,
right.
I'd let her go.
All right. And the inbound, an open three look, and Hakey drills it. We haven't had many threes here in this one. We had a lot of attempts, but not many have fallen.
That was the first one.
Was that the first of the game?
Yes.
Really? And Arthur County the other way, in traffic, putting it up. Dakota Glenn, no good. Ahead of the pack, racing in. Rasmussen stops, puts it up, no good. Eilers is able to swoop in and get it. Now she motors up court. Boy, she's got an engine. Now the left side shot from long range falls short, plucked out of the air by Martindale. Now it's a toss in from Hakey. And couldn't connect with a teammate, so turnover to Arthur County as we go breakneck pace here, and Arthur County's trying to keep everyone fresh here. They only suit up 8, so.
Well, the thing that Coach Anderson, this one has all but been decided on the scoreboard, and he knows his team is likely moving forward, but you still want it to be clean the rest of the way, right? But now Sandhills-Thedford is close to almost eclipsing Arthur County in the turnover department. Certainly something you don't want to see in a strong victory.
Wenzel did a good job to give herself a look, but then just put too much on the shot, and Sandhills Thedford with some fresh legs out there, taking it down the final half minute of this third period. Dimmitt swings the left. Here comes a drive by Held. Ball knocked away. And Arthur County wants a timeout. We'll take one, too. Back in a minute here on KC&I Pure Country.
This sports broadcast is brought to you by Cow Country Animal Clinic, cheering on the Knights and all of the area student athletes. They invite you to see them in Thedford. Whether you need vet services or supplies for animals that are large, small, or exotic, enjoy the broadcast. Brought to you in part by your friends and neighbors at Cow Country Animal Clinic of Thedford. Proud to be your local vet service and supply connection.
Ewald's Grocery is your local community connection for high-quality foods, friendly service, and great prices. Everyone at Ewald's Grocery takes pride in their community, and they appreciate your business. With over 80 years of business, they're honored and privileged to serve the local community. They're big supporters of the Sandhills Thedford Knights and love every opportunity they get to cheer on their hard work and dedication. Ewald's Grocery in Thedford, sponsors of this sports broadcast.
Back we come to Merna, first round MNAC contest. Sandhills Thedford has controlled since the outset and lead at 39-7 with 26 seconds remaining here in the third. And the toss in underneath the basket by Sandhills Thedford. Comes into Martindale. Flipped on top. Tyler Held, the freshman, works around the screen. Sends it out in the wing. Dribble penetration. Kick out to Martindale. Stops the foul line. 13 seconds to go. Dribble penetration. And a palm call on Held. So Arthur County gets the final 10.9. Wenzel is going to bring it across the line. Work it to the baseline with 5. Stop and shoot up his 17-footer, no good. Offensive rebound by Wilson, but they can't get a shot off before the buzzer sounds. Into 3 here in Merna. 39-7, the Knights over the Wolves. Back after this.
Broadcast is being brought to you thanks to sponsorship from Ray Custom Haying of Thedford. Simply put, if it has to do with haying, Ray Custom Haying is the way to go. Call 308-645-7144. They are sponsoring this broadcast as a way to thank their customers by putting the area student athletes on air. Go Knights from Ray Custom Haying of Thedford. Proud Sandhills Thedford Knights supporters. 308-645-7144. For Ray Custom Haying.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah. Midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
Three quarters in the books, and one more 8-minute set awaits us. Sandhills Thedford that far away from a spot in the Final Four at North Platte Community College this Thursday as they lead at 39-7. Arthur County gets first crack at it here in the fourth. Here's a long one by Eilers, no good. The rebound is by Sage Glenn, and girls from the Knights converge, and one of them is going to pick up a foul here.
I think that might end up being, if there was a top 10 list for the entire MNAC tournament on easiest foul calls made, that one might make the list, as McIntosh was all over the back.
Oh, nice slipping pass underneath the hoop. Daly missed it, but followed her shot and gets shoved by Hakey. And that will be her fourth.
And that's a tough break for Carly. She had her arms in the air going for the rebound, but it was a great move because the player she was rebounding against just decided, I'm going to go up with the ball and try to shoot through it, and it resulted in a foul against Carly.
Sniping the ball, Eilers gets it in right side. 3 ball up. Nope, she had her foot on the line. Give her 2. And that's Sage Glenn connecting for Arthur County and makes it 39-9. Ball's brought into the front court, holding it. Cox gets a little screen from Dahlberg. Hands it off to McIntosh. McIntosh to Dahlberg. 3-point line starts in, and Eilers steals the ball away, goes left side, puts it up. No good, and loose, and fighting for it is Eilers, and out of bounds, last touched, I believe, by Hakey of Sandhills Thedford. Eilers will get the privilege of throwing the ball in. Open teammate in the corner is Kaylee Wilson, now in the lane, and the ball squirted out of the hands of Sita Burish, and then we've got, what do they call it, tie ball?
No, foul on Daly.
They did call a foul, okay. Didn't see one signaled there. So a minute into the final period. Sandhills Thedford walks the ball across. Hakey stops in the wing.
I thought there was a foul anyway. I swore he was holding a fist in the air.
Yep.
Either way, I guess a layup on the other end for Callan Cox.
Sophomore puts it in to make it 41-9. Yeah, I never saw a official going to the table that time, but maybe, like you said, he might have held up 0. And now we've got a foul the other way. And
first foul on Cora Martindale.
It's going to be tossed in. Ryan Eilers, 5'6" junior, tosses it in, gets a return pass in the wing, and she won't hesitate putting it up from 3 land. No good. Rebound, Wenzel goes up, and Dahlberg. Well, it looked pretty clean from here. The fans for the night certainly think so, and they call her for a foul. Wenzel's going to try the free throw form.
Yeah, block couldn't have been cleaner up top. The problem that the official was telling Laney is he got her with the body a little bit too much down low as Wenzel misses the first. But, boy, as far as blocks go, I think Laney Dahlberg's got at least 4 that could be tallied in the official scorebook here tonight, probably more.
Second one, Wenzel, and she pushes that one straight through the netting to make it 41-10. Sandhills Thedford, 6:25 left. Winner advances to the 4:30 semifinal in North Platte on Thursday. Here's the drive. Martindale right through an open lane. The front door was open that time for Cora Martindale, and she knew exactly what to do. 43-10. Miley Daly hands it off. Wenzel in the corner. Back on the wing. Daly's looking, and the pass deflected and stolen. Cox has it. She goes in on Burish, and it's no good. Just deflected. Sita Burish, fine job defending. Now Daly's going to take in the lane and put up a one-handed runner, and swish. 43-12. 5.5 left. Martindale the other way. Nice little short little bounce pass to Dahlberg. Missed it, followed it though, and got it. On the follow, how many does Dahlberg have now?
I've got her for 17. They've 17? They're missing her free throw up on the scoreboard up there.
Here's the penetration the other way, and it's stripped away from Dakota Glenn. Wenzel went for a steal, didn't get it. Retrieved by Martindale, lobs it ahead to McIntosh. McIntosh feeding inside. Nice wheel around move to the left by Dahlberg, but it won't drop for her. Touched out off of Arthur County. Jeremy's getting primed to call the second game between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Valley. Here's There's the set and the three-pointer from the top of the key. Misses everything. Hakey put it up. 4:40 left to play. Eilers will cross the dividing line, move left of the lane. It got shoved pretty clearly that time on the shot attempt. Well, Martindale got her foul's worth on that one, I guess.
Well, both of these teams, this final 4:33 in this game is big for each of them. The Wolves can work towards obviously building something into those consolation games, but the Knights need to work on and the rest of their regular season after that. And the Knights obviously want to continue forward in this MNAC tournament strong as well. There's some tough competition coming from that other side of the bracket, and then obviously with Anselmo-Merna, if they're able to get past Sandhills Valley on their own side of the bracket as well. So both these teams can work this final 4:33 to shore some things up going forward for the rest of the tournament and their season. You know, both coaches want to see some good, clean basketball.
Well, after making the free throws, Eilers will get rewarded with a little rest next to her teammates. 45-14. Some pressure in the backcourt offered by Arthur County, but no problem for Dahlberg to advance the ball into front court. Now looking to get it to Dahlberg. She tipped the ball, took it in the corner. Miley Daly on her, and now good running of the offense there. An open look. Dahlberg missed. And Arthur County heads up court with just over 4 minutes to play. Wenzel's going to drive, and the ball slapped at. They're going to call a foul.
This will be the first one on Callan Cox.
And that will send a 0-0 Ava Wenzel to the line.
Yeah, free throws the rest of the way for Arthur County here. First time we've seen the bonus out of all of these quarters between these two teams, despite, like we were talking last quarter, a good amount of fouls, really, between these two teams.
Wenzel makes the first here. Only 2 points have come at the line tonight. Second one in and out. McIntosh got the rebound. Ahead to Cox. Cox tight to the sideline, stops 25 feet away. Now coming around to get it is Rasmussen. And then reaching in to tie it up was Wenzel, but they also say that she got a piece of Rasmussen and will get assessed the foul.
Her second by my mark.
The scoreboard agrees with you. 45-15, Lady Knights to meet the winner of the game up next. AM versus Sandhills Valley. Pass is tipped. Dahlberg able to get it. Puts it high up the glass. Won't go. Wenzel up with the loose ball. She'll bring it into front court. Off to Daly. Miley Daly being hounded by McIntosh. Still looking for a teammate. 5 seconds closely guarded. Second time that Sandhills Thedford has caused that to occur. Now we've got Sidaburish re-entering for the Wolves, and Daly will sit. And for Sandhills Thedford, Shaylee Millison will get some more court time. And Dahlberg will get to sip some water on the bench. Martindale in the backcourt finds Cox. Kick out pass, now on top. Martindale loves to drive. There she goes again. Scoops it up. Nope, good. Tip, tip. Martindale chases it down. Corner right side. Shoves it up to Cox. Sets and shoots. No good. Slipping in. Offensive rebound to McIntosh. 2:48 to go. Cox runs it through the lane. Dishes off, and a shot up and in by Rasmussen.
Her third and fourth points.
47-15, Arthur County bringing it up. Reach in by Martindale, and say it was last touched by Arthur County, Sage Glenn. Martindale near midcourt will send it back Rasmussen is greeted at half court. The foul will be given to Wenzel. So Rasmussen will throw it in front of her teammates on the far side, and it comes to Cox. Goes to McIntosh. McIntosh hits the cutting Martindale, but she can't finish. Wenzel gets it. Push it up herself with 2:15. She crosses into the front court. Right side, Burrish. Burrish dribbles. Now flips it to Glenn. Sage Glenn in the lane. Dishes off. Burrish drives past the gal guarding her. No good. And then the ball knocked away from the rebounder McIntosh. And Sandhills Thedford with 1:55 to go. We'll have a line change here. Get the hockey sticks out, huh? 5 new players into the game.
Sandhills Thedford probably one of the longer benches in D2 basketball as a whole, really. So they're able to send in 4 players, I believe, 4 players that we haven't seen so far tonight with that line change.
And Tyler Held has seen action, and she crossed over and made a pass. She got fouled.
That was the 4th on Sage Glenn.
And we have Kaiten Licking in there. She's a sophomore. Paisley Zudevern, the freshman, also in the game. Inside to Millicent, who has seen action. And now the drive by her. Held up and in, and that was a difficult shot that she made look routine.
Not easy at all. Her hips weren't square, and she threw it off the backboard.
The other way, Glenn puts it up, Sage Glenn, and it's no good, out of bounds to the Lady Knights with 1:26, 49-15. And it comes to Licking. Licking stops in the backcourt. Finds Held. She'll have to hurry to beat the 10-second call. She did. And then, after she cleared, Held turns it over. Anselmo-Merna Coyotes lined up, getting ready to take the court for their warm-ups as soon as the buzzer goes off in this one. There's Wenzel, the drive left side, up and in.
Good for Ava. Stayed persistent all the way here to the 4th quarter and got her first make from the field with that one.
And now the pass is intercepted by Jolie Burrish. The County on offense, and now the pass scooped by Sita Burrish, past a teammate over to the Lady Knights. 42 seconds remain. In the backcourt, we got the freshman Held. Going to call a little hand check on Wenzel. Her 4th. And the bonus in effect, so Tyler Held to the line. And the first one dribbles off. No good. Second one arched up. That one right through. 50-17. Up court come the Wolves. Dakota Glenn stops. Coming out to catch it. Burrish. So the Burrish to Glenn. Dakota Glenn. A few steps inside the arc. Dishes out in the corner. Driving is Wenzel. Puts it up from 8. No good. Offensive board by Glenn. Dakota Glenn, that is, puts it up inside. No good. Rebound Sandhills Thedford, but then, almost thrown away. Saved in. 4, 3, 2. They're just going to dribble it out in the backcourt. And your final in this first round MNAC game for Merna tonight, the Sandhills Thedford Knights defeat the Arthur County Wolves 50-17. Let me tell you that Thrivent is proud to support the area teams as they work hard to achieve their goals. Representative Scott Harvey wants to help you with your financial goals. by creating a strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. For insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, call Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial at 308-872-2511. 50-17 the final. Sandhills Thedford moves in to the MNAC semifinals. We'll take a break and run down the scoring for this one after this.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curb, west of Broken Bow.
Why did the cardinal cross the road? To get to your neighbor's bird feeder. You can keep the birds in your backyard with a bird feeder full of fresh bird seed from Arrow Seed. Arrow Seed in Broken Bow offers feeders and 9 varieties of bird seed to choose from. Arrow Seed's bird seed is available in economically priced bulk quantities from 1 pound to 50 pounds, so you can get as much or as little as you need at a great price. Get the birds back to your yard with a full bird feeder from Arrow Seed in Broken Bow.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, 2-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Contact your local Shelter Insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Attention, Nebraska farmers. At Custer Federal State Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The Grocery Cart is happy to sponsor this sports broadcast. Inside GK Wine and Spirits, the key word for us is variety. We have a large selection of Nebraska-made beers and a bunch of seltzer choices, too. There's a wine that will pair well with any meal. Our shelves are full with everything from sweet to dry. Did I mention awesome prices? For your good time or to wind down your day, shop GK Wine and Spirits inside the Grocery Cart in Broken Bow.
Agland ATV would like to thank all of our customers for their business and friendships this year and look forward to working with you in 2025. Polaris has worked hard to keep bringing you the most reliable and powerful machines in the off-road market. Agland ATV is proud to keep that momentum rolling here in central Nebraska and strives to offer you the best in off-road sales and service. Agland ATV, West Highway 2 in Broken Bow. Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
50-17, Sandhills Thedford wins their first round MNAC game against Arthur County. And Jeremy, you've got them all totaled up.
I've got them all totaled up, and we're off to a good start in the MNAC because my book is correct. Everything adds up the way it should. And as always, when it comes to rebounds and turnovers, those are unofficial. Let's take a look first at the visitors on the scoreboard. That would be Arthur County. They were led in scoring by Sage Glenn, who was able to pour in 4 points apiece for Ava Wenzel as well as Miley Daly. 2 points put in by Ryan Eilers and 1 point put in by Sida Burish to round out the 17 points for the Wolves. For Sandhills Thedford, 7 different scores in the scorebook here this evening. Lainey Dahlberg put in 17 to pace the Knights, 14 put in by Carly Hakey, who pretty much played just a quarter there in the first half, but came back, played a little bit of the third quarter, and then sat much of the fourth quarter to score her 14. After that, several players with 4 points each, including Cora Martindale, Callan Cox, Lindsay McIntosh, and Whitley Rasmussen. And then Tyla Held had 3 points in the fourth quarter to get into the scorebook as well. Take a look at the turnovers. I know that both of these teams aren't going to be too happy with the amount of turnovers they committed, each floating right around that 20 mark Free throws were kind of rough at times as well. Arthur County ended up shooting 50% at 7 of 14. Sandhills Thedford a little bit worse than that at 5 of 14. Rebounding edge unofficially by 1 rebound went to Sandhills Thedford at 27-26. Again, your final score, Sandhills Thedford 50, Arthur County 17. Your leading scorers for Arthur County, Sage Glenn with 6. For Sandhills Thedford, it was Lainey Dahlberg with 17 and Carly Hickey with 14.
Yeah, I think they accomplished everything they wanted to tonight. Feeling good, and 2 days to get ready for their opponent, which we're going to find out here in about 16 minutes from now who their opponent will be. Anselmo-Merna, the top seed into this tournament, 13-3, led by McKenna Miller, 15 points, 7 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.5 steals per ball game. And Sandhills Valley winless thus far, 0-11. On paper, as they say, it shouldn't be a contest, but sometimes these kind of situations, it's hard if you're highly favored to really have your A game, and you kind of have a mental letdown of nothing else, and the other team's all fired up because they got nothing to lose, and we'll see how it plays out, Jeremy.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. The 1 and the 8 seed coming your direction shortly. We'll go ahead and hear from some of the sponsors of this upcoming game. We'll switch gears. We'll get some things shuffled around, and when we come back, we'll start talking pregame. It's Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Valley coming up on KCNI Pure Country, 96.3 on your FM dial, 1280 AM on your AM dial. Also, don't forget, we've got that video stream that's still continuing on for this second game. It's on Sandhills Express on either Facebook or YouTube. It's coming up.
Custom Screen Print and Embroidery is proud to help bring you this sports coverage. When you partner with Moonlight, you're choosing the company that offers the highest quality inks as their standard way of printing. Since 1999, Moonlight has partnered with community events, school groups, sports teams, and more to design, print, and sell awesome screen print, embroidery, and vinyl items. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Kimber's, proud Sandhills Valley Mavericks supporters. From fuel to food, when you're on the go, turn towards Kimber's on Highway 83, just outside of Stapleton. Pick up a snack to fuel yourself up or pull up to the pumps and get your vehicle ready to hit the road. The next time you're driving down Highway 83 and need a pit stop, make sure you stop at Kimber's. They're happy to help bring you this sports broadcast while cheering on the Sandhills Valley Mavericks.
As you head out the door to support your favorite team and athlete, don't forget to take Bruning Bank with you. With our free mobile banking app, you can handle your daily banking needs from anywhere, even the bleachers. Check your balance, monitor transactions, deposit checks, and send and receive funds to family and friends with Zelle. Learn more at BruningBank.com. Bruning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all students a safe and successful season. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Myrna.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast, Kristen Electric.
Central Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainkey products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainkey. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can't attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rain Key, more right than rain.
Welcome back to Anselmo-Merna High School, site of the opening round, well, one half of the opening round of the girls MNAC tournament for the year 2025. Jeremy Scheib with you here on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. First game has gone final. Sandhills Thedford getting the victory over Arthur County. They'll take on the victor of this Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Valley matchup, which is ahead of us. And as we get started with that broadcast, we want to thank the sponsors bringing it to you. They include Downey Well Company, Nebraska Pasture Door, Clang Financial, 4 County Heating and Air, Thrivent Financial, Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery, Kimbers, Bruning Bank, Cursive Oak Cattle, Kristen Electric, Central Nebraska Diesel, the Anselmo-Merna Boosters, Gaffney Farms, Trotter Incorporated, and Consolidated. Thank you as well to these sponsors you hear on every single high school and Huskers broadcast on KCNI KBBN. Justin Thompson Agency Incorporated, Taylor Heating and Cooling, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Gateway Motors, A to Z Lawn Pro, Trotter Service, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Melham Medical Center, Sargent Irrigation, Geared for Sports, Team Physical Therapy, Mead Lumber, Agland ATV, Grocery Cart, Custer Federal State Bank, Shelter Insurance, AeroSeed, Rod's Body and Paint, and Nebraska State Bank. We thank each and every one of those sponsors for bringing you this sports broadcast on the radio. There are several sponsors that you'll see flashing on the bottom right-hand part of your screen if you're taking in our video broadcast this evening. I would ask that you take note of those and thank those sponsors for being there the next time you have the opportunity to do business with them. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll thank those sponsors and we'll get closer to the tip between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Valley on KCNI Pure Country.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Gaffney Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
Trotter Incorporated is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future, and Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
It's midnight. Banking time. Really? Well, yeah. I just got back from watching my son play the sport he loves 2.5 hours away. My family's asleep, and I have a little bit of quiet. Need to look at and sign our loan renewal? Done. Need to deposit a check? On it. Need to transfer some money to my daughter in college? Taken care of. Nebraska State Bank has the ability to make sure I can do my banking when it fits my schedule. So yeah, midnight is banking time. My banking time.
Nebraska State Bank, Broken Bow, Callaway, Myrna. Member FDIC.
When your car gets dented, dinged, smashed, or smacked, the last thing you should have to worry about is it being in the right hands to get it fixed. When you choose Rod's Body and Paint in Broken Bow, your vehicle will leave their shop looking great. Don't forget, Rod can also help you with those windshield chips. Take care of them before they get worse and cost you more money. If your windshield already needs replaced, they can do that too. Rod's Body and Paint on the curve, west of Broken Bow.
Welcome back to Myrna as we get set for the second of two broadcasts this evening on Central Nebraska's Sports Source. Want to make mention of those sponsors that you see on the bottom right-hand part of your screen this evening. They include Callaway District Hospital, BD, Grocery Cart, Nebraska State Bank, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Culligan, Bailey Crop and Pioneer Seed, Palmer Monument, Insurance of the Heartland, H&R Block, Sandhills Custom Creations, Custer Public Power District, and Power Solutions. Thank you to each of those sponsors for helping us bring you this radio and video broadcast this evening. Of course, right now is a good opportunity for us to mention to you that you can access all of the video replays, not only of these games, but all of the games in every sport that we've ever done on the Sandhills Express YouTube or Facebook pages. Getting closer to the tip between the Mavericks and the Coyotes. Should be a fun game for you. Anselmo-Merna coming into this one as the 1 seed. Obviously the reason that we are bringing you this game on their floor here in Myrna. Sandhills Valley as the 8th seed in the tournament, but as Corey mentioned earlier, coming in winless, nothing to lose. Go out there, play loose, and have some fun out there on the basketball court, which is ultimately what it's all about. I welcome Corey back into the broadcast. He went down and had an opportunity to chat with a couple of the coaches about their starting lineups. And Corey, I think we'll start with Anselmo-Merna. The important thing for Anselmo-Merna is to come out here and take care of a business that, as we mentioned, on paper looks like a team that they should be able to handle. But that all kind of starts with getting things established and having your star players go out there and play good, clean basketball, no matter the opponent, at the start of a tournament.
Yeah, you're right about that. And coaches, you know, it's easy to reflect on the result of the first game these teams met to open the season back on December 5th, and it ended up being a 73-29 victory for the Coyotes that evening. But coaches, I guarantee you the strategy for the A&M coach is just basically not even bring that up. Just say, that was the past. Tonight's tonight. What can we do tonight? How can we show that we're a much better team? Because if you're just couching it in the terms of we beat this team easy, but it's going to be harder, but you don't put the focus on how you're playing. And that's the mind game you play sometimes. If you're coming in from that aspect that we won easily the first time. Sure, there's not much motivation, but, there should be a heck of a lot of motivation. It's a conference tournament, and you want to be peaking, and you want to be playing in that championship game at the end of the week, right?
Yeah, and the beautiful thing about this tournament is you have an opportunity as the top seed on your home floor to come out and make a statement that can be reflected through the score, and all the other teams that are watching that you're here in the conference tournament time to make a statement and play well. So same thing kind of goes for Sandhills Valley. They can come out here and play loose.
From the exact opposite, having suffered that defeat, challenge from Coach Williams. Let's show this team that we are a much better team than we were on opening night. Let's go out there. Let's play up to our potential. Let's make it as difficult as we can for this team that we're seeing.
Taking a look at the specifics of these two teams, of course, for Anselmo-Merna, they've got their leading scorer, McKenna Miller, at 15 points per game, also leads the team in steals per game and assists per game. But you look at the rest of this team alongside Miller, Corey, and they've got Rihanna Myers and Lily Thornton that both score in double digits as well. And when McKenna Miller maybe has a slow start, her teammates are there to pick up the slack and get this team off on the right foot each game.
And that's a big separator between teams besides just consistent pressure defense that causes turnovers. And they have that as well, which we saw a couple weeks ago. But having three scorers with the ability to go deep in double figures, when you average 10, that means you're capable of scoring 20. And they have 3 such players, as you mentioned, that can do that. So you're really in a quandary if you're the opposing coach. You can't just say, okay, we're going to orient our defense towards Miller. Well, fine. They've got 2 others that can score, and even some others past them. Maybe you're setting it up and you're going to go, triangle and 2 to try to take away 2 players. Fine, but, I mean, can you hold them all down? That's a big challenge.
Lots of directions you can go defensively. Kaylee Klein is the leading rebounder for the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes. Actually comes off of the bench, a very strong rebounder and defender down low for the Coyotes. You look the way of Sandhills Valley, it all kind of starts with Avery Weems. Averages just over 9 points per game to lead the Mavericks. Also leads the team in rebounds per game. But has a couple of teammates that average right around 4 points per game. Kind of the same situation as Anselmo-Merna. Can look a couple of different ways for scoring if you're Sandhills Valley. And Corey mentioned it when we were in our previous game broadcast. Close losses for the Sandhills Valley team, which has come close to tasting victory. Have not quite been able to taste it so far this season. Losses of 6, 1, and 6 points. Their 3 closest games so far this season. We'll take one more break. When we come back, starting lineups coming your direction on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Are prairie dogs wreaking havoc in your pastures? Then get rid of them with Rosol from Arrow Seed. Rosol is a restricted use pesticide. Reliability. To learn more about Rosol, call or stop by Arrow Seed in Broken Bow today.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV? What? Oh, no way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
Contact your local shelter insurance agents, Brent Custer or Seth Pearson in Broken Bow.
Your starting lineups for tonight's game are being brought to you by Downey Well and Myrna. They're proud to be your one-stop water source. From well drilling and installations of pumps and equipment to operational hookups, trust Downey Well. They welcome your calls to get the water flowing. Let's first take a look at the Sandhills Valley Mavericks. They'll be the visitors on the scoreboard this evening. Riley Kramer is a sophomore in the starting lineup right next to her. Avery Weems, who we mentioned is the starting scorer and rebounder for the Mavericks. She is a freshman. Shelby Layer is a senior. Brianna Bruns is a junior. And Kelsey Amos is a junior lining out the starting lineup for the St. Mavericks. Coached by Bridget Weems. Assisted by Katie McVeigh. For the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, starting lineup goes like this. Lily Thornton is a junior, standing 5'5". Shaylee Coleman is a junior, standing 5'9". Kaylee Klein in the starting lineup comes off of the bench quite a bit, but tonight getting the start, senior 5'9". McKenna Miller is senior 5'8", and Rhiannon Myers is a junior standing 5'9" to round out the starting lineup for the Coyotes. Trenton Kirchman is the head coach of the Coyotes. He is assisted by Maddie Bumgarner and Kirsten Myers. They're introducing the starting lineups here on the home floor of the Coyotes in Myrna. And after the previous game, which didn't have any hometown teams on it, we've seen quite a few people filter into the building this evening to take this one in on a Monday night. Should be a lot of energy in the arena here, Corey, because you earned that right as that top seed in the MNAC tournament. You get to start on your home floor.
Yeah, and you want to get off to that good start. Get the crowd into it early on and let the other team let their thoughts about upsets drift away.
Tip is controlled by the Coyotes, working right to left. Miller kicks it out to Thornton. Skip pass over to Myers. Randon left to right. Tries to dump it down to Klein. Lost it momentarily. Kicks it out to Miller. Miller drives baseline, steps back, shoots, can't score. Rebound pulled out of there by Sandhills Valley, who gets a stop on the first trip down the floor. Mavericks back the other direction. Weems got it up top to Bruns. Skips it back over to Weems. Freshman, a couple of dribbles against Miller. Skips pass over to Bruns. Tipped out of bounds. Off the hands of Rhiannon Myers. Sideline, near side, upcoming. Mavericks get it into Kramer. Working against Thornton, kicks it out. Stepping into a quick three is Weems. Goes and scores it. And Sandhills Valley opens up our scoring, taking the 3-0 lead. Myers up the right side to Thornton. Centers the basketball, holds it up, hands it off to Myers. Myers fouled. And I believe this will be on the floor. It will be.
Yeah, they hold up 5. Go against Bruns. First of the game.
Miller to key it in. Gets it into Thornton. She likes that spot. Shoots it up and scores it. We're tied at 3 apiece. Lily Thornton from the left wing. A couple of three-pointers on the board for each team. As Sandhills Valley back into the half court. With it far side is Kramer, goes near side to Weems. Trying to get it inside in the lane. Ball's on the floor, out into the hands of Miller, but taken back away by Weems. Reapplies pressure, cuts across the lane, now off to Back to Weems, another three up. This one left long, runs the weak side rebound. One dribble, kicks it back out. 23 on the shot clock for Sandhills Valley. With it up top, Weems had it taken away by Miller. The steals leader for Anselmo-Merna. Goes glass on the other end and scores two. Sandhills Valley basketball facing the pressure of Anselmo-Merna, and they'll call her stepping on the sideline as Shelby Lear just ran out of room against the nice defense of Shaylee Coleman, using that sideline as an extra defender.
Sandhills Valley has to recognize that, keep the ball in the middle as much as possible.
Myers centers the ball to Thornton, now left side Miller. Above the head, driving left to right, goes past the defense, goes glass, would go down over the rim. Rebound Sandhills Valley. Kaylee Klein tips it out of bounds. Mavericks will completely set up full court pressure of AM. Layer to kick it in. Does so and gets it back. Throws it in the middle of the floor. And Sandhills Valley is in the half court. Klein applying pressure, but a little bit too much. Fouls Kelsey Amos for her first.
First on A&M.
Mavericks from the far sideline. Get it into the hands of Weems. Weems gets it off to Layer. Drives in the lane. Lost it. Rhiannon Myers took a hit to the face, but will dribble the basketball up anyway on the turnover. Across the lane to Coleman, goes glass and scores it. What a find all the way across the floor from Myers to Coleman. Sandhills Valley back the other direction. Klein gets a hand on another one out of bounds.
7 unanswered points scored by the hometown team, and that's going to prompt a timeout for Coach Weems and Sandhills Valley.
We'll step away. 7-3 is the Coyotes lead on Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Attention, Nebraska farmers. At Customer Bank, we know that agriculture is more than a job, it's a way of life. That's why we're proud to offer agricultural loans tailored to your needs. Whether you're looking to expand your operations, purchase new equipment, or manage daily expenses, our experienced team is here to help. With competitive rates, personalized service, we're your partners in growth. Visit Custer Federal State Bank today, where your future grows. Custer Federal State Bank, rooted in Nebraska, growing with you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Myrna. Apologize, folks. I just realized that entire first segment of the first quarter, we had a really bad echo on the broadcast. That is purely operational error. Forgot to turn down our input, not to get too technical, but Should sound much better now. Apologize for that. Out of the timeout from Sandhills Valley. Weems has it taken away by Miller. Miller controls it just across the timeline for AM. Left side, Thornton back to Miller. The little hesitant give and go, and Miller's fouled as she makes it to the rim. She'll shoot 2.
Push is going to be given to Shelby Layer, her first, team's second.
Sorry, Corey, I was trying to get a hold of our videographer there. What was the situation on the free throws?
One for 2 for Miller.
Okay.
On the free throws.
Back the other direction goes Sandhills Valley, down 3-8 now. Weems threw up a shot, was partially blocked. Bruns tracks it down, does a good job finding her teammate, but Amos can't get it to go, and now on the fight off the miss, we've got ourselves a jump ball baseline inbound coming for Sandhills Valley. And now a turnover. Anselmo-Merna going to earn possession in the far corner.
Already 6 turnovers on the Mavericks.
Lily Thornton into the front court. Anselmo-Merna looking to extend their 8-3 lead. Thornton with it, far side on the skip pass. Now gets it back to Miller, top of the key. Miller left alone. She'll take that shot. Rimmed out, though. We've seen her over her 4 years in high school hit a lot of shots from the top of the key. Can't hit there. Mavericks back the other direction with Kramer. Gives it off to Bruns. And now traveling with it is Avery Weems. Just didn't get the ball on the floor quick enough. Klein will take a seat. Coleman as well. Coming in for Anselmo-Merna is Riley Schmidt and Gracie McIntyre. Joining Thornton, Rhiannon Myers, and Miller. Schmidt with it left side. Myers, nice cut across the lane, but had a tough angle and threw it over the top of the rim. Weems pulls down the miss and will bring it forward. Avery Weems working against Miller. The freshman almost overthrows Bruns, does well to control it enough to throw it off of the knee of Riley Schmidt to retain possession. Baseline inbound for the Mavericks. They get it inside to Kramer. Kramer on the right wing, back to Weems. Weems lobs it inside for Amos. Lost it. Thornton gets the steal. Here come the Coyotes. Myers, skip pass over to Thornton, now gets it back. Keys up the 3 and left it short off the front of the rim. Rebound by Amos. Sandhills Valley limiting Anselmo-Merna to one and done opportunities on the defensive board, but have not been able to muster anything but that opening 3-pointer. Kramer with the basketball off to Weems. Now Bruns left to right. Bruns centers the basketball with Kramer. Gets it to Weems, and they work the weave. Weems lost the dribble, tries to enter it into Amos, who's fouled from behind.
Looks like that one's going to be given to McIntyre.
Just a few seconds away from being 5 minutes into this game. Sandhills Valley just down 5. All things considered, got to be pretty happy with that. So they inbound it, quickly get it down inside to Amos, who is fouled. Oh, let's see. No.
Called traveling.
Traveling. Shuffled that second foot. Myers gets the call from Coach Kirchman, runs it up the right side. Now centers the basketball, gives it off to Miller. Miller steps into a 3, rimmed out, all but down. Kind of toilet bowled around and out. Mavericks again, the defensive board. Go down the near side, but losing her place on the floor with Shelby Layer, turns it over. AM wants to run. Thornton to Miller, tries to go cross lane to her teammate Gracie McIntyre, but it's tipped out of there by the Mavericks.
Yeah, good job by Kelsey Amos that time to anticipate, knock it away as Sandhills Valley makes a sub.
Cameron Kramer into the game. Nice find to Schmidt on the inbounds by Miller, but couldn't get it to go. Mavericks again, the defensive board. Get it ahead to Weems. Weems right to left, centers in at the free throw line. They're trying to get it down inside to Amos again. Instead, she seals the wraparound pass. Amos goes up with it and scores it high. What a find. Back the other way comes Anselmo-Merna, leading by 3. Kick out McIntyre. Now Thornton's 3 goes to answer.
Second tray for Lily Thornton. She has 6. That's the lead.
Anselmo-Merna on the press, gets another turnover. They try to get it down into Schmidt. It's knocked out of there, last touched by the Mavericks. Baseline inbound coming for the Coyotes.
Coming in now for AM is Haley Miller, 5'5" junior.
Schmidt gets it in. McKenna Miller drives up. Left it off the heel of the rim. Rebound to Weems. Avery gets it off to Layer, who brings it up the left side of the floor. Now centers the basketball. Kicks it over to Kramer. Briley gets it down inside. It's knocked away, though, and a jump ball called as Amos and McIntyre tie up, giving possession to the Coyotes.
Try this stat out for size, Jeremy. Rebounds 7 for Sandhills Valley, none for Anselmo-Merna. They've been forcing turnovers. They haven't had to rebound.
Now they go in the corner, trying to save it after mishandling it a little bit was Haley Miller. Couldn't quite do so, stepped on the baseline. Turnover back to the Mavericks, who are doing about everything right. They're rebounding it, they're getting a turnover here and there, and really limiting this offense of Anselmo-Merna to not many points, but just haven't been able to muster many points of their own as they have it knocked out of bounds. Baseline inbounds far side under the Mavericks hoop. Quick shot on the inbounds for Cameron Kramer, won't go. Rebound, Shelby Laher putting up the shot, a long 2 scored by Avery Weems. Oh, excuse me, that was Briley Kramer with the score for 2. Back the other way, Miller trying to answer, wouldn't go. She'll go to the free throw line, though. She wanted the and one bad as she shook her head going away from that shot.
So Kramer commits her first. 3rd team foul on the Mavericks.
Miller's first runs out.
And now subbing in for the Coyotes. We got number 15, Shaylee Coleman, back in.
Kaylee Klein back into the game as well as Miller hits the second. Mavericks basketball facing this pressure of Anselmo-Merna again, and Amos walked with it as a result. Kelsey Amos, the junior, kind of got stuck right around the Anselmo-Merna free throw line. Didn't have anywhere to go and drugged the foot. Schmidt over to Haley Miller, 1 dribble. Goes to McKenna Miller. Miller, high post look to Coleman, kicks it out. Schmidt, her 3, back rim, rebound. Coyotes, maybe their first offensive rebound in this game so far. Shot clock is off. Schmidt thought about the 3 again, gives it off to Haley Miller, who is trucked and fouled. Put that on my top 10 list of easiest official calls in the MNAC tournament so far.
Cameron Kramer's first and the team's 4th.
18 seconds to work with for the Coyotes. Schmidt with the basketball on the right side to Miller in the corner. Couple of dribbles, long 2, does not go. The rim unkind to her again as the rebound goes to Bradley Kramer. Ahead to Weems with 4 seconds, throws it up top to Layer. Layer to Weems, shoots it up, but it was after the buzzer. And we head to the second quarter, and Anselmo-Merna leads it 12-7 over the Mavericks of Sandhills Valley. Back after this with that second quarter.
Tailgate, or watch party? Then you need to come and see us at the Grocery Cart. Between our amazing deals and GK Wine and Spirits, we'll help you treat your guests right. Start out with a meat and cheese tray or a Chester's chicken in the deli, or pick up a rack of smoked ribs. For drinks, our aisles at the GK Wine and Spirits are full with savings on your favorites. The Deli and GK Wine and Spirits, inside the grocery cart, Broken Bow.
Start the new year off-road with the Polaris sales event. Aglen ATV is stocked up with all of the different machines you will need to kick off the new year. Not to mention all of the in-stock accessories they have to help you tackle every job you will face in 2025. Polaris is even offering a coupon this month towards cab components to help keep you warm. Stop in today at Aglen ATV for great Polaris deals. Always wear a helmet, never drink and drive.
Welcome back to Merna. Second quarter underway. Sandhills Valley in the half court. Layer brings it forward, has it ripped away by Schmidt. Almost came away with the steal, but a jump ball called. Same result though, Coyotes basketball. 5-point lead for Anselmo-Merna, the 1 seed, over the 8 seed Sandhills Valley. Coleman tries to go high-low to Klein. Klein gets on the ground to control it, kicks it out to Miller. Haley's shot won't go. Rebound Myers. Rhiannon tries to reapply pressure, and another jump ball. This time it goes to the Mavericks, who continue to scrap in this one, Corey.
They are scrappy crew. Got to hand it to them.
Mavericks got to get it in, running out of time. They get it to Amos. Amos, nice find over to Weems. You know, they talked about that at the quarter break. They break the press. Weems throws it inside. Kramer searching for some room. Turnover, 2 a.m.
All right, 14 turnovers on Sandhills Valley. If they just cut those down a little bit, they give themselves more opportunities. It could be closer.
Yeah, just a 5-point game against the 1 seed Coyotes. Schmidt thought about the 3, gets it to Myers in the corner. That brings it up to the right wing to Haley Miller. Miller turns. Nice find down to Klein, who puts it up and in. Good, patient offense from Haley Miller, the junior, off the bench. Mavericks have their score doubled up with that make. Back the other direction. High post look here for Cameron Kramer. Won't go. Out of bounds. They say it was touched by the Coyotes. It'll stay Mavericks ball, as Thornton and McKenna Miller come back in. Mavericks to key it in. Cameron Kramer, whether she was ready or not, that ball about hit her in the chest as the 3 wouldn't go. A couple of offensive boards here for Sandhills Valley. Now another 3 put up by Avery Weems, misses, but another offensive board to Bradley Kramer. Kramer drives baseline, had it knocked away. Thornton trying to grab it, but a jump ball called. Possession to the Coyotes.
Yeah, talk about scrappy. We saw it there off of misses, but they just couldn't get the ball to drop.
Coyotes back the other way. Thornton goes far side to Myers. Rhiannon uses the bounce, gets it down inside. Searching for room inside is Coleman. Wouldn't go. Klein cleans it up. Wouldn't go on the putback, kicks it out. Rhiannon Myers, her 3, left long. Rebound pull out of there by Bradley Kramer. Kramer working against Thornton, throws it ahead to Weems. Weems up top to Layer, now gets it back. Just right of center, gets it down inside to Amos, had it stolen by Klein, but they say that was because of a foul.
Yep, Klein gets the ticket that time, or second.
5:54 to go here, first half. And Anselmo-Merna 14, Sandhills Valley 7. Runs to key it in and threw it to nobody. Teammate Bradley Kramer wasn't quite open yet, and it kind of just went past her and the defender Lily Thornton. And possession goes to the Coyotes. Thornton into the front court, far side to Miller, now gets it back, throws it to Rhiannon Myers, touch pass to Coleman, kick out to Thornton, now far side Miller, her 3 up, and off the front of the rim. Thornton a nice offensive board, but couldn't get the putback, and dodging bullets again, Sandhills Valley. Here come the Mavericks with Bruns. Bruns up the right side, stolen by Thornton. Lilly the other way, bumped left, bumped right. No shot, they say. Baseline inbounds upcoming on the foul.
Gonna make him earn it here, but they're gonna have to toss it in. And we see Gracie McIntyre, 5'7" senior, scooting into the game for AM. Kaylee Klein heads to the bench.
Thornton back to Miller. 15-footer would not go. She's getting every bit of the rim. And this one out of bounds back to the Mavericks as no one touched it.
And now the Mavericks going to insert a pair of players, Shelby Layer and Hope Carell.
5:16 to go first half. Still stuck on this 14-7 lead for the Coyotes as they get a steal. McKenna Miller puts it on the ground, cut off by the defense. Raina Myers, three on the kick out, goes down. That's a 10-point lead for AM on their home floor. And now a turnover, Thornton. Myers, 3-on-2, drives in the lane, a foul. Will they count it? They will. The and one opportunity for Rhiannon Myers. Can't complete the three-point play. Sandhills Valley can't save it in bounds, though. And that's a bullet in the foot of the Mavericks, who now have to sustain another Coyotes opportunity at a half-court shot. Miller all the way over to Myers. Myers left to right, skips it over to Thornton in the corner. Miller thought it was to her. They were not spaced out all that much, but they do retain possession. McKenna Miller with it up top, one bounce over to Myers. Now corner to Thornton. She'll tote up a three, won't go. Rebound fought for, and a jump ball is whistled. It'll go to the Mavericks, who had to sustain a lot that trip down, Corey.
Yeah, they're doing as good as they can, and now we got a little 30-second timeout here to talk it over.
We'll step away as well. 19-7 is the Anselmo-Merna lead over Sandhills Valley.
Physical therapy, together empowering able movement. The winter season presents us with all kinds of challenges, one of which that is tricky, slippery ice. If you need help recovering from a fall, call us at Team Physical Therapy, 872-5111. We've served Central Nebraska with personalized and compassionate care for over 50 years, 872-5111. With locations in Broken Bow, Burwell, Callaway, and Gothenburg, Team Physical Therapy can get you moving again. Call 872-5111.
Earlier this evening on this floor, it was Sandhills Thedford getting the 50-17 victory over Arthur County. They await the winner of this contest in front of us. As pulling up is Weems, couldn't get the three to go. Thornton the weak side rebound, and Anselmo-Merna quickly ahead the other direction. Coleman puts it up and puts it in. Quick transition offense for Anselmo-Merna.
Gives her four.
They now have tripled up the score of their opponent, 21-7. They get a turnover, now work back into the half court. McKenna Miller. Off right side to McIntyre, to Thornton, now up top to Miller. Miller just going to take the three, left it long, rims out. Rebound Mavericks. Runs, throws it ahead to Weems. Avery walks forward, kicks it across the court. Shot put up, it wouldn't go by Layer, and now a foul committed by Sandhills Valley on the rebound.
Looks like that was given to Carell, her first, and the third foul of this quarter on the Mavericks.
Your friends at Klang Financial are honored to help with any of your health and life insurance questions, as well as your retirement planning needs. Reach them at 872-6810. Klang Financial, downtown Broken Bow, 940 South B Street, as the 12-footer goes for McKenna Miller.
Gives her six.
Riley Kramer, again, pressured by Shaylee Coleman, using that sideline as an extra defender, but this time the result is not a turnover, it's a foul on Coleman.
Her first, team's second.
Well, Mavericks hung close. There at the end of the first quarter, it was still just a one-possession game, and now a offensive foul. Yeah, moving screen on Amos.
Yep, Amos, initial foul. Looks like Cameron Kramer is going to check in.
As I was saying, Mavericks were kind of hanging around in this one, keeping it scrappy, keeping it physical. Really were able to hang their hat in the first quarter on their defensive rebounding, limiting the misses of the Coyotes to just one opportunity. Coyotes in the half court. Myers with it right side out to Thornton. Thornton right to left. Holds it up, lobs it for Myers. Rhiannon backs in. Double teamed, lost the basketball. Coming away with it, the Mavericks.
Great effort by Cameron Kramer that time, going to the floor and wrestling it away from the Anselmo-Merna girl.
And now a travel going to be called on Sandhills Valley's Shelby Laher. And Laher just kind of lost her footing a little bit. The defense was there, but just kind of got turned around a little bit and sent it back the way of the Coyotes. Thornton, high post to Miller. Kicks it out. Rhiannon Myers. Her three rattles in. 26-7 is the Coyote lead here on their home floor. And now Miller going to get called for the foul. Just got enough body on the side of Shelby Laher. The senior for the Mavericks fell to the floor. It'll be Mavericks basketball.
Yeah, just Miller's first. Third team foul.
Avery Weems with the basketball. Freshman dribbles it forward and breaks the press by herself. Miller stuck the foot out, got the turnover, went to the glass and scored it on the other end. And now another turnover. Thornton got a hand on it to Miller. The crossover, goes glass and scores again. And things kind of getting out of hand here for Sandhills Valley all of a sudden, trailing 30-7 with just over 2 minutes to go first half. Laher brings it forward, gets it to Weems. Now high post look for Kramer. Shot wouldn't go. And the Coyotes are off and running on the defensive board. Ahead to Miller. She scores two more.
She knows how to get ahead of the pack.
Yeah, she sees that. Now she gets a steal of her own. Throws it across to Coleman. Tries to save it in, but the Mavericks come away with it. Bringing it up is Laher. Laher into the front court. Skips it over. Long two for Kramer, wouldn't go. Fight for the rebound, pull out of there by Miller. Ahead to Myers, lays it up and lays it in for two more. And the Coyotes take a 34-7 lead.
Miller and Myers have been doing the heavy lifting for him.
Still some three-quarters court pressure being shown here by the Coyotes. As into the front court is Laher. Lost it on the pass to the high post to Cameron Kramer. Tie ball between Kramer and McKenna Miller will result in a Coyotes basketball. As Rhiannon Myers and Shaylee Coleman take the bench for Anselmo-Merna.
Riley Schmidt and Gracie McIntyre, I believe, were the gals that checked in.
Thornton brings it forward, goes left side to Haley Miller, to Schmidt. Now McKenna Miller out to Thornton. Her three off the side of the rim. Weak side rebound, Miller. Schmidt back over. Now around to Thornton. Now Haley puts it up. Miller couldn't get it to fall. Weak side rebound, Gracie McIntyre. The possession continues, a fresh 35. Thornton puts it up with 33 on the clock and scores in the lane. Mavericks bring it forward. Runs over to Weems. Weems traveled.
Yeah, she got caught there at mid-court, and she was halfway between a pass or continuing to dribble, but when you're in the air like that, you better make the pass.
20 seconds to go here in the first half. With it left side, Riley Schmidt tries to get it down inside to McIntyre. It's knocked away and stolen by the Mavericks. Bruns brings it into the front court. Kicks it over to Weems. Her three would not go. Rebound. 3 bodies on the floor. And I think we were going to have a jump ball call, but time expires and both teams head to the locker room. Coyotes had a slow start, only led by single digits at the end of the first, but then put the foot on the gas pedal to take a 36-7 lead here at the half. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, Corey will give you a look at the halftime numbers, and we'll give you a catch-up on all that has happened not only on this side of the MNAC bracket, but the other side on our sister station, KBBN. Brent and Larry have got some games going on there in Mullen. We'll fill you in on as well. Thanks for choosing KCNI Radio and Sandhills Express Video.
Winter sports apparel and a clearance going on right now at Geared for Sports in Broken Bow. Save 40% off winter apparel items. There are hoodies, sweatpants, stocking hats, gloves, and more. If it's winter apparel, it's simple. It's on sale. Open Monday to Friday, 10 to 6, and Saturday, 10 to 4. The savings in the clothing will make you feel warm inside. At Geared for Sports during the winter clearance on the west side of the square in Broken Bow.
The chilly season is here. No need to be wearing a stocking hat inside. Talk to them at Mead Lumber in Broken Bow and get your home's insulation upgraded. Not only will you keep the cold outside in the winter, you'll also have a more efficient, clean, and healthy home. At Mead Lumber, they do their very best to accommodate you with information on your project. Check out the awesome resources they offer at meadlumber.com as well. Mead Lumber in Broken Bow. Visit them today on East Highway 2.
Sargent Irrigation may be known worldwide, but their roots are right here in central Nebraska, something they are very proud of. They hire right here in the heartland and know their success is due to those quality employees. As a way of showing support for the community, Sargent Irrigation sponsors high school sports broadcasts, so those unable to attend can follow the action. Enjoy the broadcast, sponsored in part by Sargent Irrigation in Broken Bow.
This broadcast is brought to you by Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow, where we deliver caring and comprehensive health care right here, close to home. The specialty clinic brings our residents access to the area's most experienced physicians in cardiology, general surgery, obstetrics and gynecology, orthopedics, and more. Partnering with you to inspire healthy living through quality care. Melham Medical Center in Broken Bow.
The student athletes you're cheering on during this broadcast practice and study in order to get their competition and schoolwork done right. At Trotter Service, they do the same, except with your vehicle repairs. Whether you need a new battery, brake work and alignment, tires, wheels, or an overhaul, trust their auto repair specialists to tackle the job. Don't forget bulk oil and fuel delivery and on-the-farm tire truck service too. Proud to help bring you this broadcast, Trotter Service in Broken Bow.
Acquiring a lush green lawn is a lot of work. Worry no more. A2Z Lawn Pro's fertilizer program is the solution to ease your mind and lessen your work. Any time of the season is a good time to start. Eliminate weeds, strengthen your grass, and even keep bugs away with liquid fertilizer treatments mixed with micronutrients for a recipe that works specifically in this area. 30 years of experience. 308-870-1762 for A to Z Lawn Pro. That's A to Z Lawn Pro at 870-1762.
Welcome back to Myrna as we are at the half. Anselmo-Merna with the 36-7 lead over the Sandhills Valley Mavericks. Thrivent is proud to support the area teams as they work hard to achieve their goals. Representative Scott Harvey wants to help you with your financial goals by creating a strategy that reflects your priorities and protects what matters most to you. For insurance, investments, or planning for retirement, call Scott Harvey and Thrivent Financial at 308-872-2511. And with a look at your first half numbers, here's Corey.
And Anselmo-Merna was led by McKenna Miller, who had 12. Many of those in the second period were, in fact, all 4 of her hoops in the second, I believe, were the head of a break there, getting the job done, heading to the hoop. So she leads with 12, and then you got Rhiannon Myers with 10. couple of trays, couple of twos, all coming in that second period. Rest of the way, Lily Thornton had 8 and a couple of threes early, boosting her total, and Shaylee Coleman with a pair of twos equaling 4, and the other two-pointer at the hands of Kaylee Klein in the second period. 24 second quarter points for Anselmo-Merna to go along with 12 in the first period for 36 halftime points. Made 2 of 4 free throws. And for Sandhills Valley, they get scoring out of Avery Weems, who had a 3 early on, and 2-pointers put through by Briley Kramer and Kelsey Amos. But that was it, and all those happening in the first period. They were shut out in the second frame and did not get to the free throw line. In the rebound department, Anselmo-Merna went a long time without any rebounds, and that was because they were forcing turnovers, and finished with 7 first half rebounds. All but one of those were offensive boards for the Coyotes there in the first half. And for Sandhills Valley, had them with 14 rebounds, and looks like 6 of those were offensive boards for the Mavericks. And the turnovers probably were the biggest tell on why the second quarter went the way it did, as I have 24 committed by Sandhills Valley, just 6 mistakes by Anselmo-Merna. So that's essentially, take the difference of those two, 18 extra possessions that Anselmo-Merna had, and they'll make you pay. And they showed why after a little bit of a slow start there, Jeremy, why they're the top seed in this very tough MNAC conference.
Yeah, kind of had a slow start at the beginning and then got their feet under them, put the foot on the gas pedal, and took care of business there in the second quarter to take this commanding lead. On the other half of the bracket, on our sister station KBBN Radio, Brady took care of the 6-seed Twin Loop 47-37. And at the end of the first quarter, Mullen, the 2-seed, leads the 7th-seeded South Loop Bobcats 16-2. Of course, earlier tonight, if you're just joining us, Sandhills Thedford, the 4-seed, took on Arthur County, the 5-seed, and won that handily 50-17. Sandhills Thedford awaits the winner of this one between Anselmo-Merna and Sandhills Valley. 3 minutes until second half action on KCNI Radio. We'll bring it to you after this.
With offices in Broken Bow and Callaway, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency is here for the area. This is Chip, and I invite you into the Broken Bow office Tuesday, Wednesdays, or Thursdays to speak with me about getting the coverage that fits you and your situation best. If Callaway is more convenient, Leona and Lori are in the office there Monday through Friday. 2 locations serving central Nebraska and beyond. Thanks for choosing Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency.
It's a new year, and the friendly staff at Gateway Motors would love to help you get going during the Start Something New sales event happening this month. It's the perfect time to upgrade to a new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Their staff is excited to show you why there's never been a better opportunity to drive home the car, SUV, or truck that you've always wanted. Whether you're seeking luxury, performance, or pure capability, Gateway Motors has the vehicle to match your needs. Stop in so you can start the new year in a beautiful set of wheels.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Hi, this is Nate Bell with High Street Insurance and Financial Services in Broken Bow. See us online at hsip.com. See possible.
The team at Taylor Heating and Cooling are big fans of our area student athletes and are proud to help bring you their accomplishments on the radio. Just like these bright students keep a cool head in the heat of competition, Taylor Heating and Cooling is ready to help keep you cool with their services. If the season calls for heat, they're ready with repair and new install expertise there as well. Financing is available because sweating or shivering in your home needs fixed now, not later. Call Taylor Heating and Cooling at 308-872-6196 or visit taylorheatingandcoolingbb.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. That's because the future can be unpredictable, but no matter what's in the forecast, we'll help you feel protected so you can enjoy the dreams you worked hard for with peace of mind. Save up to 23% when you bundle home and auto.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Visit Justin Thompson Agency or call 308-872-5252.
Welcome back to Merna. Anselmo-Merna will open with the basketball, enjoying a 36-7 lead coming out of halftime. Myers brings it forward. Goes right side to Thornton. Chest pass back to Myers. Myers now goes far side to Miller. No doubt a set play out of the halftime break. Myers right side to Thornton. Tries to get it into Klein. Intercepted by the Mavericks. And it's out of bounds. Back to the Coyotes.
Fell down on the inline there.
Miller to key it in. Gets it to Myers. Myers right to left, skips it over to Thornton. Thornton skip pass over to Miller. Feet already set, left it long, fight for the rebound. Klein, big collision. Gets the rebound. AM moves it quickly down inside to Coleman, who goes off the glass and scores 2 to open up the second quarter. Second half. Mavericks throw it away. Coleman intercepts it, ahead to Miller. Miller fouled on the layup attempt.
Going to go to the stripe here, and they're holding up one. That's Briley Kramer, and that's her third.
Miller's first, knocks home. Substitution for Sandhills Valley, Layla Sanchez, the freshman running into the near top side of the lane, as Miller knocks home the second. 2 for 2 that trip.
Talk about confidence. Those were both confidently stroked from the line.
Layer gets it head to Amos, has it poked away from behind. Didn't need to try to track it down. It was touched by the Coyotes, would have been off of them out of bounds, but it's really hard to lay off when you've got that ball right in front of you, and Amos dribbles it out of bounds. Coyotes basketball, Klein, high post. They work it around to Miller. Klein back high post. Skip over to Thornton. Keys up a three and hit a three. Lily Thornton gets one from downtown.
She's got a trio of trays. How you like that?
3 threes.
Yeah.
Trays. Sanchez the other way. Tries to answer, wouldn't go. Myers a strong defensive board. Ahead to Coleman. Coleman up the left side. Goes glass. Left it off the front of the rim, too strong. Runs the rebound for the Mavericks. Into the front court, across to Sanchez, thought about the three. Instead, gives it off. Amos, high post, dribbles, shoots. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Kaylee Klein. Here come the Coyotes. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Myers, a three from the corner. She gets into the scoring book in the third quarter from the corner.
Well, she also has 3 behind the arc.
Layer hands it off to Weems. Weems, a runner in the lane, wouldn't go. Myers initially reached for it, but maybe got caught touching it. She tried to pull her hand back and is kind of having a laugh about it being called off of her. Layer in the corner to Sanchez, had it knocked away. Good hands by Coleman. Sanchez tries to go baseline, dribbled it out of bounds. It'll be Coyotes ball.
Yeah, those are kind of freshman things right there that will get better over time. A little nervous in the corner there.
Myers up the middle of the floor. Over to Miller. Her three off the front of the rim. Brianna Myers, the offensive board. Thornton to Miller. Kicks out Coleman. Long two. Wouldn't go. Myers, the weak side rebound. Fouled on the putback attempt.
Yep, Sanchez will pick up her first.
This broadcast is brought to you by Nebraska Past Your Door, offering custom quality embroidery on the west side of the square in Broken Bow. Cynthia can order the brands you love and then embroider them so you can cheer on your favorite team or promote your business. Find them on Facebook at NE Past Your Door Apparel.
Myers makes the second after failing to get the first, but she's got 14 points. She and Miller combined for 28.
Mavericks into the half court. Miller kicks it away from Weems, and they say it was last touched by Weems, as I think she bounced it off the foot of Miller and it went off of Weems's shin. Score update on the other side of the bracket. Mullen at half, leading at 37-2 over South Loop. Miller, a three from the right side, got it to go. And the threes continue to fall for AM here in the third quarter.
Boy, once you see those go through, it's contagious. It's just amazing how that happens sometimes. And likewise, it can go the other direction too. If you can't hit it for a while, it's like, I don't think anyone can hit one.
Weems blocked from behind by Miller. Myers had it, lost it, tried to save it into Coleman, but couldn't do so. That's a quick turnover and then turnover back the other way, as we'll see a line change from the Coyotes here. 5 new players in, some that we've seen and some that we haven't seen. The players we haven't seen, Carly Hopps, and I believe I also saw Mallory Bartok run in there. Weems with it left side, up top to Bruns. Now far side Sanchez. In the corner they go to Lair. Drives baseline, out to Bruns. Her long two would not go. Weak side rebound Lair. Haley Miller ties her up. And a foul going to be called on Miller.
Yeah, it'll be her first.
3 running clock situation, by the way, with this 50-7 ball game. Weems. Nice runner off the right side of the lane on the inbound. Scores 2 to make it 50-9. Coyotes in the half court. McIntyre out to Miller. Haley surveys. Couple of dribbles, gives it off. Bartok's shot from the free throw line wouldn't go. Rebound to Sandhills Valley. Hope Carell up the right side. Now to Weems. Plays catch with Bruns, but on the throw back, it goes through her hands. Turnover against the Mavericks.
I don't know if we mentioned Natalie Sheets, senior, into the game. Minute ago. Nope. Wrong side. Jeremy's like, nope, that's Gracie McIntyre. Wrong side.
Schmidt with it left side. Riley, a couple of dribbles, gets it inside to Bartok, off the back rim, got her own miss. Off the back rim again, rebound Mavericks. Wow, good opportunities inside for AM with the substitutes out on the floor. Couldn't get them to go. Sanchez rattles in a 3 on the left-hand side and scores them for the Mavericks.
Good for her. It'd been kind of rough going up to that point for her.
Schmidt tiptoes the baseline. They get it down inside to McIntyre. Kicks it out to Schmidt. Riley, quick decision. Goes baseline, threw it to Bartok, who was rejected by Sanchez. Baseline inbound for the Coyotes. Schmidt, ball above the head, lobs it for Bartok. Goes right up with it, left it short. Rebound to the Mavericks. Weems up the left side. Sanchez, can she get one? Again, she does. Right at the top of the key.
Think she's settled in, Jeremy?
I think so. And now the Mavericks almost get a turnover as the Coyotes work it up quickly the other way. Couple of substitutes coming in for Anselmo-Merna, going 3 deep, a little bit further on their bench. Coming in for the Coyotes, Kenzie Russell, Tenley Potter in there, as well as Kyra Schmidt. Getting some MNAC action here tonight as Miller shuffled the feet and turned it over. This sports broadcast is brought to you by 4 County Heating and Air. Owners Brian and Austin serve the area with more than 20 years of combined experience in the industry. Call for a free estimate and timely service. 4-County Heating and Air in Broken Bow, 872-2258. Running clock situation continues as Weems gets a shot from the top. Almost went in off of the backboard. Fight for the rebound, last touch by the Mavericks, as this game will continue to cook past with the clock running on out-of-bounds situations and foul situations. The Coyotes up 50-15. Schmidt lost it. Left her feet, didn't have anyone to pass to. Back the other direction, Sandhills Valley, a block by Schmidt, but a foul will be called. Headed to the free throw line for Sandhills Valley is Hope Carell, the freshman.
I think they gave that to Riley Schmidt.
Carell's first. Does not go. And we'll hear the third quarter buzzer here. So they'll have, they'll up the pressure on Carell here as they'll clear the lane, have the teams go back over by their benches as Carell attempts her second free throw. And she handles the pressure just fine and knocks it home. And that takes us to the end of the third quarter. Anselmo-Merna, 50. Sandhills Valley, 16. Back with the fourth after this.
Broadcast is brought to you in part by Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery. Have you seen all those awesome t-shirts when you attend state competition? There's a good chance Moonlight has printed what you're seeing. They love partnering with local schools to put your athletic and extracurricular achievements on apparel for fans. Ask them about screen printing, embroidery, and more promotional products. Located in Kearney, serving fellow Central Nebraskans. Visit MoonlightCustomPrinting.com. Everything looks better by Moonlight.
This sports broadcast is being brought to you in part by Kimber's, proud Sandhills Valley Maverick supporters. From fuel to food, when you're on the go, turn towards Kimber's on Highway 83, just outside of Stapleton. Pick up a snack to fuel yourself up or pull up to the pumps and get your vehicle ready to hit the road. The next time you're driving down Highway 83 and need a pit stop, make sure you stop by Kimber's. They're happy to help bring you this sports broadcast while cheering on the Sandhills Valley Mavericks.
Welcome back to Anselmo-Merna High School. Out of the quarter break, Miller gets the turnover into the hands of Coleman, who lays it up and in. And the Mavericks will come back the other way. Over far side to Weems, skips it over to Bruns, just left of center, back to Weems. Weems threw it over the head of her teammate. Myers gets the turnover, runs the other way, and lays it up and in. 4-0 run out of the third to fourth quarter break here for Anselmo-Merna. Weems tried to enter it inside, got it smacked back. Tried to enter it into Amos, it went past her. And now a jump ball called between Thornton and Layer. Pretty typical process here, or strategy, as a lot of coaches, despite being up high in games, will put their starters back out there for a minute or two at the start of a quarter. Just not let them get too cold. Try to carry some momentum for their starters into the next games later on this week, but would venture to guess we won't see the Coyote starters for long here in the fourth. Thornton on the entry pass, couldn't get it over the top of the rim. Sanchez the rebound and comes away with the dribble. Layla Sanchez into the front court, gets it off far side to Kramer. Couldn't get the shot to go from 15. Rebound out of bounds. Last touch by who? It's Coyotes ball.
There's been a lot of those where one official has the ball closer to him, but he didn't see it, so he looks back at the other guy. Did you see it?
That's kind of a funny way angles work sometimes. Coyotes go the other way. Coleman tries to get it into Klein. Misfires, and a turnover the other way.
You know, one thing Coach Kirchman has to be happy about the lack of turnovers is the three goes up by Sanchez and misses. They've got 8 by my count.
Thornton on the right side to Miller in the short corner. McKenna turns, fires it over to Klein. Kind of got caught too deep, and Amos kind of bailed her out and sent her to the free throw line on the foul.
Definitely a bailout foul right there, and a chance for Kaylee Klein.
5'9" senior to add to her 2-point total. Fires the first one up, and nothing but net.
Klein, the leading rebounder on the team, at just over 7 a game, averages about just over 6 points per game, scoring it.
Bingo.
And she goes 2 for 2. 5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. It's a 40-point lead for Anselmo-Merna. Sanchez with the basketball. To Kramer, to Bruns. Now Layer in the corner. To Sanchez, right wing. Up top. And now gets it back on the right side. Tries to enter it down inside. Poke back into the hands of Amos. Amos fouled. 5 subs awaiting over on the bench for Anselmo-Merna, as they'll now all check in with the stoppage in play, but not the stoppage of clock as it continues to run because of the running clock rule.
Myers picked up her first, but she didn't have to worry about, well, did she stay in there?
Nope, fresh 5.
Okay. So she probably will not pick up another, I'm guessing, with the other gals that left.
Kramer up top to Weems, banked it good for 3.
But did she call it? That's what I want to know.
It moved so fast, I don't know if she had time to. Schmidt goes the other way, couldn't score. Rebound, pulled out of there, put back up and in by Carly Hops for Anselmo-Merna. Mavericks back the other direction. Weems right to left, now reverses left to right. Off to Kramer. Riley driving, cuts it back, lost it, traveled with it. Wanted to pass it, but then didn't like the look of the pass. Threw it on the ground and then touched it first and called for the travel. Back come the Coyotes with Schmidt on the left side. Looked at Bartok, wasn't there. Gets it out to Haley Miller, lobs it in to Schmidt. Back out to Miller, wouldn't go. Fight for the rebound, pulled out of there by the Mavericks and dribbled on the ground and picked up by the Coyotes. Quickly ahead, Bartok goes off the glass, wouldn't go. Rebound AM, that look wouldn't go for Gracie McIntyre, and it's taken away this time by the Mavericks. Sanchez with the basketball, gets a little brush screen. Tied up by Bartok, and a foul going to be called on Bartok. And we'll have a sideline inbound upcoming with 2:35 to go here in the fourth. Sanchez, the freshman, trying to get it in around the outstretched arm of Bartok, who got a finger on it. So we'll march down about 6 or 7 feet and try it again down there. Sanchez lobs it for Weems, too high. Schmidt going to let it go out of bounds. It'll be Coyotes basketball from that point across the way. Haley Miller brings it forward. Off left side to Schmidt. Gets a screen from McIntyre. Now Miller works the weave into the lane. Kicks it over far side to Gracie McIntyre. Little brush screen for Miller. Tries to get it down inside. McIntyre has it there. Spins. Didn't look at the basket. Had an opening. Coyotes continue to work clock. Now McIntyre has a shot for a 15-footer and knocks it home. She just wanted to shoot from further away, I guess.
Don't leave that girl alone.
And now we've got a timeout on the floor just for substitution purposes. As we'll see 3 new subs come in for the Coyotes. Tenley Potter, Kenzie Russell, both back in there. Also joining them was Kyra Schmidt. Sanchez goes glass, wouldn't go. Fight for the rebound. She goes right back up with it. Excuse me, that was Hope Carell. Got the rebound and tried to muscle it back up through the defense. And she'll go to the free throw line.
Kenzie Russell commits the foul, putting Carell at the line.
She rattles in the first.
Yeah, a little adventurous, but it dropped.
Her second follows the first. 40 seconds to go. 60-21 is the Coyotes lead, and they threw it away. Just on 2 different pages were hopped, and I believe she was looking forward to Kenzie Russell. Goes out of bounds, back to the Mavericks. Kramer with it. Riley kicks it out. Sanchez puts up another three out of the side of the rim. Kramer's follow wouldn't go. Rebound goes to Kenzie Russell. Russell leaves it for Hop. Streaks up the lane, goes glass, wouldn't score, gets her own miss. Kicks it out. Potter at the buzzer, wouldn't go, and this one goes final. 60-21 is the Anselmo-Merna victory. They'll move forward into the semifinals and take on the Sandhills Thedford Knights, who won earlier this evening 50-17. We'll take one last break. When we come back, we'll give you a look at the final stats of that one and wrap it up from here in Myrna. The MNAC tournament is underway. Thanks for choosing Central Nebraska's sports source for your coverage.
As you head out the door to support your favorite team and athlete, don't forget to take Bruning Bank with you. With our free mobile banking app, you can handle your daily banking needs from anywhere, even the bleachers. Check your balance, monitor transactions, deposit checks, and send and receive funds to family and friends with Zelle. Learn more at bruningbank.com. Bruning Bank is a proud sponsor of area athletics and wishes all students a safe and successful season. Bruning Bank, member FDIC.
Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle are proud Anselmo-Merna Coyote supporters. Selecting for superior genetics and raising cattle in a sustainable manner has always been the foundation of Cursive O Cattle. Just like the athletes in the game, their offering of bred heifers and feeder cattle were developed to perform with excellence. Contact them in Myrna, proud supporters of the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes and this broadcast. Brandon and Barb Miller with Cursive O Cattle of Myrna.
Electricity. We use it every single day. Kristen Electric is ready to help you with your electric projects in underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. If it needs electricity, Kristen Electric can't get it there. Call 308-258-4164. They'll figure out a plan to get you on the way to having reliable electricity. For underground, farm, remodels, and new construction. Proud to support the Anselmo-Merna Coyotes by sponsoring this broadcast, Kristen Electric.
Central Nebraska Diesel is a proud sponsor of high school sports and the student athletes who work hard each and every day. They're also proud to offer you Rainke products. When you need performance that you can count on, ask them about Rainke. Central Nebraska Diesel is happy to bring this action to those who can attend. Enjoy the broadcast, and when you need pivot service from start to finish, call Central Nebraska Diesel at 643-2544. Rainke, more right than rain.
Just as all the athletes show hard work and dedication throughout the season, the Anselmo-Merna Booster Club is dedicated to supporting them. They want to express their encouragement to all the teams, not only during game time, but also during every practice, every drill, every rep, every challenge. A lot goes into each time you compete, and the boosters are very proud of you. Good luck from the Anselmo-Merna Boosters.
Gaffney Farms, a distributor of Lewis Cattle Oilers, is a proud sponsor of this sports broadcast. As flies develop resistance to ear tags and as another herd is reinfested with lice during calving time, more cattlemen are recognizing the importance of providing year-long treatment for effective year-long control of parasites. Spring, summer, fall, and winter, go with Lewis Cattle Oilers from Gaffney Farms. Howard, Linda, and the boys would like to wish all the area athletes good luck.
Trotter Incorporated is happy to bring you this broadcast of high school sports. At Trotters, they're happy to support all the youth in the area, not only in sports, but in all of their extracurricular activities. A balance of school and activities will prepare them to balance their lives in the future. And Trotter Incorporated commends them for all of their hard work. They're proud of all of the area athletes and are excited to help bring you this sports broadcast. Trotter Incorporated.
Consolidated is a proud sponsor of our student athletes. Everyone wants to get to the events and cheer on our students, but sometimes you just can't. Keeping up to date on all the local sports is hard to do, but Consolidated super fast broadband can change that. Find all the latest information on school and broadcast channel web pages, along with news and weather. For more information, call Consolidated at 1-800-742-7464. Plus, keep up with them on Facebook. Just search Consolidated Companies.
Welcome back one last time to Anselmo-Merna High School, where the home team, Anselmo-Merna Coyotes, and hosts of one half of the quarterfinals of the MNAC Girls Tournament 2025 get the victory 60-21. With a look at your final numbers, here's Corey.
And Anselmo-Merna had 3 players reach 10-plus points tonight, led by McKenna Miller, the 5'8" senior. The leading scorer didn't do anything to hurt her average, finishing with 17, and that would just basically a couple of minutes played into the fourth period tonight. Right behind her, Rhiannon Myers, 5'9" junior, added 16. And then also reaching double figures was Lily Thornton with 3 threes and a 2, adding up to 11 points. After that, it was 8 for Shaylee Coleman, 4 points for Kaylee Klein, and 2-piece for Carly Hopt and Gracie McIntyre. At the line, I had the Coyotes 7 of 10 this evening. For Sandhills Valley, the leading scorer was Avery Weems, finished with 8 points. She had a couple of threes as well as a 2-pointer. And 6 for Layla Sanchez, 2 threes, both made in the third period. And then after that, 3 points for Hope Carell. All free throws that she made for her total. 2 each for Briley Kramer and Kelsey Amos. 2 for 2 at the line in the fourth period, and that means for the game 3 out of 4 for the Mavericks. 21 points for them this evening. In the rebound department, looks like Anselmo-Merna finished with unofficially with 6, make that 15 is what I had them for. Of course, they forced so many turnovers, they didn't have too many chances on the defensive end. And for Sandhills Valley, looks like 21 rebounds. And turnover-wise, I count up 33 for Sandhills Valley and a minuscule 9 for Anselmo-Merna. And when you consider the rate at which they were shuffling in their younger players down the stretch, that's a pretty good stat to have. Keep your turnovers in single digits.
Certainly. Anselmo-Merna, the 60-21 victory. They'll take on Sandhills Thedford in the semifinal. They got the victory over Arthur County earlier on this evening by a score of 50-17. On the other half of the MNAC bracket, Brady got the victory as the 3 seed over the 6-seeded Twin Loop. They outscored them 47-37 for that victory. Looks like they're going to be playing Mullen in the semifinal on the other half of the bracket, as Mullen, heading to the fourth quarter on our sister station KBBN, has the lead 43-7. So the 2-seeded Mullen Broncos looking like they're well on their way to making it to the semifinals. Tomorrow we're going to have MNAC Boys Tournament action for you right here on Sandhills Express Video, YouTube and Facebook Live, as well as KBBN Radio. We are going to be in Arnold as Twin Loop faces Mullen in the opening game, and then South Loop faces Arthur County as the 2 and 7 seed matchup. We hope you join us for those over on KBBN Radio and Sandhills Express Video. Before we close out our broadcast, want to again thank one more time all of the wonderful sponsors that you heard throughout the evening, including Downey Well, Nebraska Past Your Door, 4 County Heating and Air, Clang Financial, Moonlight Custom Screen Print and Embroidery, Kimbers, Thrivent Financial, Bruning Bank, Cursive Oak Cattle, Kristen Electric, Central Nebraska Diesel, the Anselmo-Merna Boosters, Gaffney Farms, Trotter Incorporated, and Consolidated. Thank you as well to Nebraska State Bank, Rod's Body and Paint, Arrow Seed, Shelter Insurance, Custer Federal State Bank, Grocery Cart, Agland ATV, Mead Lumber, Team Physical Therapy, Geared for Sports, Sargent Irrigation, Melham Medical Center, Trotter Service, A2Z Lawn Pro, Nebraska Owners Insurance Agency, Gateway Motors, High Street Insurance and Financial Services, Taylor Heating and Cooling, and Justin Thompson Agency, Inc. Thank you as well to the video sponsors you'll continue to see scroll on your screen throughout the conclusion of this broadcast. Again, our games this evening go the way of Sandhills, Thedford, and Anselmo-Merna. The Knights getting the victory over Arthur County 50-17, Anselmo-Merna 60-21 over Sandhills Valley. Both of them will be in the semifinals on Thursday. Of course, all of the semifinals, third place games, and finals on Thursday and Saturday from North Platte for both girls and boys will be on radio and video for you. We hope you continue to trust us to bring you your MNAC coverage the rest of this week. For our videographer, Jack Simpson, for Corey Anderson, I'm Jeremy Scheib, wishing you a great rest of your evening. Thank you for tuning in to Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
Thank you for listening to our coverage of high school sports. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Also, a special word of thanks goes out to our sponsors who make our coverage possible. You too can thank those businesses by allowing them to be a service to you. Join us again next time for our continuing coverage of high school sports. In the meantime, read more on SandhillsExpress.com from Central Nebraska's Sports Source.
The 3-2 pitch, swung on, and a little blooper to right field. That's a base hit. Bo's going to win. Coming in to score the winning run is Caden McKean, and Broken Bow wins the Mid-Nebraska League Championship game in walk-off fashion. Carter Johnson, a little flare to right field. Found the outfield grass, and Broken Bow has won the Mid-Nebraska League Championship.
He's just a strong opponent for any wrestler. I mean, undefeated state champ last year in the state finals the year before, a three-time state medalist, and there, really nice takedown, good fluid motion by a guy that's wrestling 195 pounds.
Brady Skinner with it, up top. Fay at the buzzer, hits the three. Nice looking shot.
To Folkers, back at the Grant, long three, got it!
Nice. Cash attacks. Double, almost triple teamed, out to Connell, deep three. Wow. Hit it. That's a three for South Loop.